normally is Rogers or Stevens. We'll get that number for you. And Miller gets a good snap. No pressure, really, and he gets it away in a much better punt, a floater, and just running away from it, which is a pretty smart play. That was Jamius Rogers that said, I don't want any part of that. And so the field position flips a little bit as Bethel's punter, that time, good punt, and they'll have the ball at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10, they being the Phoenix. I was up at Cumberland a week ago this past Thursday. Beautiful campus, and Ron Pabin, the AD, he's going to join us at halftime after our Pepsi giveaway. Some lucky fan's going to win Pepsi or actually Dr. Pepper for a year. 21-yard line. Zach, you're ineligible. 21-yard line, 1st and 10. 19 seconds left here in this first stanza. Now Parker back to business with 2 wideouts right below us here, 1 far side right. They give it to the handoff, give it to the running back, and he's hit. And carrying it was Payne, and who got him?
26. That is Kalen Justice as he got right into the backfield and may have been on his own, stumbling of his own 2 feet, but they ran right into him, and he wrapped up and brought him down.
That's going in the first quarter. No score. When we come back, it's going to be 2nd down and about 13 for the Phoenix. The defensive units have had their way thus far. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with more Bethel football here on Worthy Road Studios at the BallGame Blitz.
This is how we Friday night.
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 Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local carrier factory.
We thought we had it down, but certainly those things happen.
Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating.
We apologize for that.
668-3339.
You can watch a replay of this as well on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz YouTube. Subscribe to their channel. Trevor, they do a lot of things. They work with Union. They work with us. Do a lot of high school. I know they do USJ, and they do a great job with all the production they have. They do weddings. So if you decide to get married, we'll call them.
Well, that's always great to know. I'm not in the market for anything soon of that nature, but it's always great to know that we have the group to be able to put something on like that.
I'm looking down the row. I don't see marriage for either three of you guys here anytime soon. But one guy says not again. Okay, all right. It's going to be. Thank you, Zach. Put 15 minutes on the board, and we're ready for quarter number 2. Like Derek Jeter. Parker running back behind him a little bit to his left. 2nd and 13. Parker's going to run out of that and does a good job up to the 20, and he's tumbled down at about the 21-yard line. Got back to the line of scrimmage a little bit more. He's going to bring up 3rd and long, Trevor.
That was a great tackle there by Darian Lewis, the team's leading tackler. Got past the first defender, but then Lewis was right there and cleaned up the mess, and that'll leave a 3rd and long for the Phoenix as the Wildcats look to get off the field.
I've been here 15 years. I do not remember a year that we haven't had a great middle linebacker. It's every year. Someone emerges, and they do it for 2 or 3 years, and we get another one in here. 3rd and long, 3rd and 10. Parker looks, Parker throws, man wide open. Wide open to the 30, 35, 40, midfield, 45, outrunning everyone. Only guy to catch him will be one KJ Merton, and he can't do it. Touchdown, Phoenix. They go 79 yards, and once he caught it, boy, he took off and outran everyone.
Yeah. That was a layered concept there. As you look at the replay, Lewis is going to drop back in his coverage. They're going to throw right over top of him, and then Darrell Miller is going to try and cut to hit the man in the back, or once he catches the football, and he just had a bad angle at it, and he was just outran by the rest of it.
79-yard pass play. That's caught by 82. That was Jarius Rogers, sophomore from Cleveland, Bradley Central High School. That's his 2nd touchdown reception of the year. In to attempt the PAT will be Cantner. The holder is Parker. The snapper. And it is up, and it is splitting the uprights. It's good. It's 7-0 Phoenix. They stunned the Cat defense that time. We'll be back right after this 30 on the BallGame Blitz in Worthy Road Studios.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services. Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. we offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with elite dental care, and let your smile say it all.
Well, after a defensive battle in the first quarter, less than a minute into the second quarter, the Phoenix, they've scored. 79-yard Rogers from Parker touchdown pass, came to the PAT, and tell you what, I know he's really good, Rogers, taking nothing away from him, but we had some good angles at him, but just couldn't catch him.
Yeah, no, he almost had track speed, and he hit his 40 speed, and then the first 10 yards of he had that ball in his hands, and he blew right past 3 Wildcat defenders, and nobody was going to touch him the last 60 yards he ran.
That is 6th touchdown pass of the year for the Phoenix. They have 11 rushing touchdowns. And we call for the fair catch, but that goes in the end zone. Every time I look out and see 83, obviously it's Antonio Henry, who's an outstanding player, but I think of Will Secker.
Oh, yeah.
Wearing 83.
Yeah, Will Secker was a four-year letterman, it seemed like, how long he was here. And I'm sure he's doing well down in Stetson with Coach Jasper. But
although the team has struggled.
Yeah, the team definitely has. But, you know,
they played a tough schedule, too.
Yeah, but being down in Florida is always nice. You can't deny that.
Yep. Well, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cats now at the 25-yard line. So Bethel's had it 21, 24, 32, 25, their own yard lines. Not great field position. Chance with receivers stacked right below us here, 2 outside, far side right. They throw underneath, trying to use the blocker, and they complete it. And catching the football will be Ray Harvey, 12th reception of the year. Pretty good tackle that time, or he may go even further by Cannon Johnson. I like what they did, though, Trevor. They stacked the people up, used one guy to block for the other.
I was just about to say they need to get Chance an opportunity to get the ball out of his hands quickly because he's getting too much pressure on him early.
Short, crisp pass this time, caught, and getting the first down and more, breaking a couple tackles. Nice effort, great effort, as a matter of fact. Now, Alonzo Russell, that is his 12th reception of the year, and he just made that happen after the catch.
Yeah, he almost got himself in trouble running backwards and losing ground, but did a great job of breaking containment and then was able to bust forward for a first down.
He has something that no one in this booth has other than Shante, good balance. First down and 10 at the 42-yard line. Well, Trevor, you have good balance. Hand off this time, and nothing at all. I mean, the door shut on Kaysen. He may have got a half a yard or a yard at best. That's it.
Yeah, that was try to rush the Phoenix up to see if they were going to open up some of their defense, and they were locked down on those run gaps.
2nd down and 9 at his own 42-yard line. Chance, the senior quarterback from Auburn, Illinois. He's going to get play instructions from the coaching staff right below us here.
Got press coverage in the far slot with Pressey over there.
Yep.
Wonder if they may try to find him at some point this drive.
It'll be a matter of time till they get to him. You got to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. A long time here on this. Well, the play clock only at 10. Here's the slant-in pattern. It's caught. And then stumbling his way to the 45, or he may even go further.
Good job by Micah Jones. He hit that 5-yard cross route and was wide open, and he was struck like lightning out of a bottle.
If there was ever a shoestring tackle, that was one too, wasn't it?
For sure.
Chance rolling right, looking right, throwing right, incomplete, and the ball bounds up into the bench across the way. Good defensive coverage by the Phoenix.
Cats did a better job of providing Chance some time there as he was able to go through his progression and tried to hit Harvey over there on the right sideline, but just wasn't able to come up with a completed catch.
Keenan Hill, the redshirt junior, made the great defensive play. 2nd down and 10 at the Bethel 44. 12:20 clock arrested. 7-0 Phoenix lead the game. Here's the pass underneath. They go the same play they had over here on this side. They go that side using a blocker, and Ray Harvey caught it. And that's a hard play to defend if you're a defensive coordinator.
No doubt. And now it's getting the Wildcats back into a 3rd and manageable, 3rd and short scenario where they can move the chains here with a good play.
Tell you what else, it's got them in some rhythm now. Here's a breakaway. That's going to be running that football. Kaysen hustles his way. Inside the 30, down to the 25, down to the 22 or 3 yard line. The rhythm much better in this drive than it was in the other earlier drives. Bethel had to punt it 3 times until this series of plays. There's a flag coming in.
Tried to go a little bit too fast there, and they just weren't all completely set up, and now the Wildcats will have to push it back 5 yards.
The officials again, we mentioned them earlier. Corey Galloway, Travis Linebarger, headline judges Joshua Underwood, Anthony Clark, Buddy Brook, Kyle Pearson, Jeremy Beck, and Adam Welch and Caleb Johnson in the booth with the clock and the scoreboard. It is going to be 1st and 15 now with 11:39 left in the first half. Dave McCulley, Trevor Roof, Derek Hubble, Shante Emerson, Zach O'Kelly, Christopher Reasons, we're all in the booth. Chance comes right at us and running out of room, and now he's going to have to just throw it away. It does just that. Went left, went right, made the full turn, and then unloaded.
Chance did a great job of being able to evade the pressure and just get the ball away there, but he's going to also have to make sure to keep his emotions in check as he was just yawing with one of the defensive players, number 26. I believe that was may have been 24, Will Harris. As they met over there on the sideline, and some words may have been exchanged.
2nd and 15 from the 28. 11:23 in the first half. Double stack down on the left part of your screen there. 2 receivers top right there. Chance drops. Chance looks. Chance throws. Single coverage and breaking the tackle. Getting running room. 15, 10. May go in and down to the 3-yard line. And saving the day, one of the defensive backs. But it's caught by Micah Jones, who made a spectacular move after he caught the ball, and the Cats will have it 1st and goal.
That's one thing the Cats have really done this offensive drive that has really helped them. They've gotten the ball into their playmakers and let them make plays in space, and Jones did a great job breaking the tackle and then getting down inside the 5.
And Bethel certainly has playmakers. Kaysen to the left of Chance. He'll get the handoff. No, Chance is going to keep it. Should have handed off. He's decked and lost maybe a half length of a football, or the length of a football.
That was Lance Matthews, the senior out of Nashville, Tennessee, with that tackle there for the Phoenix. He was the one that Chance and him were jawing, so that tackle seemed like it came with a little extra force.
Sure did. Slammed into the turf. Both of these defenses pretty salty, you can tell. They're not bargaining anything. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 2. Kaysen moves to the right of Chance. He'll get the handoff this time, and he'll plunge his way into the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown, Cats. Yes. 2 yards out. 75-yard drive coming at the 10-14 mark, and Bethel within an extra point of tying the game.
And it's good to have Kaysen back, too, because the last home game, he was an injured Cat that had to be taken out of the game. Looked like he was struggling to put some pressure on his left side, but now he's got a little leg sleeve on it. He's running the ball hard, and good to see him get in the end zone there for 6.
And in to attempt the PAT will be Zach Clutch, one of the great names ever for a kicker. Clutch will try to tie this game. On the year, he's been pretty good. 3 of 3 in field goals. The snap is back, the ball is down, and you see it in the sunshine blast its way through the uprights, and we're tied at 7. We'll take a quick break, a 30. We're back after this. And Bethel's come back, a 75-yard drive, ties the game with 10-14 in the half. Stay with us, everybody.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Welcome back here to Walter Butler Stadium after a first stanza that was very defensive heavy. Both offensive have had the ball one time and found pay dirt. Zachary Clutch will kick it away. We will see a catch and a return now. Nope, I guess we're going to say that he fair caught it.
Keenan Hill gave the fair catch at the 5-yard line.
Yep, sure did.
And they'll bring it out. Well, you mentioned both teams scored in different ways. It was a spectacular 79-yard pass play that put the Phoenix up 7-0, and then Bethel just methodically with running and passing both. Good balance on what we saw on that drive, and they went 75 yards.
Yeah, sure did. Now, it'll be interesting. I'm sure that the Wildcat defensive backfield is going to be making sure that they keep their defenders in front of them and not allow them to blow right past them in a track meet style like what just happened on their last Phoenix possession.
25-yard line that will be for the Phoenix. I was in that building, Memorial Hall, a week ago Thursday, and that building is the building that burned. And they were the Bulldogs. When they reconstructed the building and redid the campus, it rose the ashes from the Phoenix, and that's why they call them the Phoenix now, if you didn't know that. First downs in the game, 6 by Bethel, 5 by Cumberland. Parker, play fakes it, wants to throw. Going to go deep, and he's got a man down there with double coverage, and I thought the official was going to pull for the flag, and well, he didn't because there was no infraction. Incomplete. Great coverage by 2 Cats down there, Trevor.
Yeah, KJ Merton was the primary defender as you see him now coming into the screen. He was behind him a little bit on the back, and the throw was a little bit behind and away, so I think that was probably the more reason for the negligence of the flag coming out there. But still, good to see them. Merton was right there step for step with him and didn't allow him to get behind him.
Total yards in the game, Phoenix had 123, Bethel has 91. Handoff and a big hole. 30, 35, 40, first down and more for the Phoenix. And that's Rod Payne from Douglasville, Georgia, Chapel Hill High School. And, boy, he had a hole big enough to drive a bus through, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did. That was set up by a great blocking scheme, and then Lewis couldn't get to him, and it was a great job of Miller getting over there in order to save that tackle because that could have been another long scamper for 6.
Boy, their right tackle, good grief. Colin Nelson, he pinned a cat to the ground like a wrestling move almost, legally.
6'5", 294, big boy.
First down and 10, the ball at the 41. Gets the Phoenix out of a little bit of a hole. Cat defense. And it's going to be, again, the running back, same area but not as much yardage to the 45. That's Payne again.
Yeah, you just mentioned Nelson, and then you see on this replay, you'll see Sanchez or Tylen Orr, number 79, pulling, and that's another big fella, 6'4", 316. He was picking him up and putting him down, and it looked like a freight train coming through that A-gap right there.
That gives him up to almost 20 yards rushing, Payne doesn't. He didn't start the game. Second down and 6. Ball at the 45, their own 45. They set the tight end again down. They move him around a lot. Hand off Payne. Payne nothing there this time in a Cat defense. Johnny to the spot. And Travis Shaw, sophomore defensive lineman from Houston High School in Memphis, first guy there.
That was a great job of Malik Brown finishing the tackle as Shaw was right there to get the initial hit, and then Brown wrapped him up and then drove him back to not allow any more yardage. That'll bring up 3rd and 6 to see if the Cats can be able to get off the field now that they've not allowed a second down and short or any type of conversion there.
Malik Brown's had a good year. The young man he's a sophomore from Birmingham, 6'2", 230. Third down and a good 5. 8+ left. Parker keeps it, and he's in trouble. And then he's going to dart his way to the left and then just crash to the floor or the grass this time. And the stop made by Brylan Jordan. Well, that went awry for the Phoenix. That looked like a fire drill out of control, didn't it?
It sure did. As you look at the replay, it looks like Parker's about to be able to escape, and it's just by the grace of goodness that Jordan was able to throw his hands on his ankles and pull him down to be able to keep the Phoenix from being able to keep this drive moving.
Antonio Henry will go back and stand near his 10-yard line. Then the punter, Nolan Gottfried, will punt it away. He'll get it away from about his own 35. Clock running, 7.5 left in a 7-7 game in a quickly played first half. Knock on wood. Every time I do that in the booth, the kids here get mad. Here is Gottfried. Nice spiral. Beautiful punt. Man, what a punt. But it's going to be 2-man. It takes a great bounce for Cumberland, and they'll down the ball at the 1-yard line.
That was a very well done punt. Had a lot of side kick to it.
I'm not a betting man, Trevor, excuse me, but I would have given you money when that ball was coming down that it would have gone in the end zone.
I would have too, because it definitely was carrying some heat to it, and it hit inside the 5, and it didn't move a muscle once it came down. It just stayed right on the same plane that it hit.
And there's not a single person in this booth that ever bets on anything. Not one. At the 2-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10. I know some people that will they will bet if a guy's going to strike out once or twice in a game and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that. Here is Chance standing in his end zone on the L of the Wildcats. Hands it off, big hole, and up to the 5, to the 6, to the 7. And that was Kirk that carried it. Kirk's a young man. We saw him back in the home game from Decatur, Alabama. He's down in Zach's part of the country. Kirk, the junior, picks up almost 5. Let's call it second down and a long 5. Here's Chance, play fakes it, throws out in the flat, and it's caught, and that's going to be caught by Ray Harvey. Well, they haven't gone to Pressey a lot, so they've gone to other people. I'm sure they're trying to tie Pressey up as much as they can.
Yeah, they definitely had to read the scouting report, and they knew Pressey was not somebody they wanted to allow beat them, and Pressey's not even on the field right now. He's not on the field right now. You're
exactly right. 3 receivers, triples here to the near side. Chance going through all sorts of gyrations, getting the play call. And he passes it out there, and it's going to be caught. And coming back to catch that pass, that ball was underthrown a little bit, but Harvey came back and made a play, folks, at the 30. 1st and 10, Bethel.
Harvey's doing a great job. He and Chance are on the same wavelength here, as that back shoulder throw was right in time, right at the 30-yard line, and Harvey's doing everything he can to be open for Chance's. Chance is definitely looking for him.
Chance, 2 first downs, has moved the ball from the 2 out to the 31. 5:55, clock running. Here's the handoff, and not much by Kirk. He scrambles for maybe 2 or 3 yards. That pass play a moment ago where Harvey caught it, it's like in the backyard when you're growing up, and the quarterback, your brother or your cousin says, you go down to the tree right down there on the right and stop there and then just come back a little bit. And I'll hit you. That's what it's like.
Yeah. That back shoulder play certainly has become a big-time favorite for a lot of good quality quarterbacks, as they can definitely be able to utilize a strong defensive presence.
And Chance is really a good quarterback. Second out at 9. Here's the throw. Caught with great coverage. Short game, maybe 3 and maybe at that, and a tremendous defensive play. Was that Johnson
Harvey
that made the tackle? Yes Harvey caught it, and Johnson caught him. Only picked up a couple. It's going to be third down now. Big third down play. Bethel coming in this game at third down conversions right at 37%.
Cumberland's got a light box. They've only got 5 in the box, and now bringing a 6th defender on the right side.
7-7, we're tied. Under 5 minutes first half. Chance drops. Chance throws. Threw it behind his receiver. Threw it behind him. Tried the little slant, quick pattern, hard to defend, but
so you look at the replay, the
McCoon couldn't come up with it.
The defense really came hard. They brought 2 blitzing defensive backs from each side, and dropped 1 guy from the middle. So they were truly trying to condense the pocket.
Yep.
That made Chance a little uneasy. So he tried to get rid of the ball quickly, and the ball was behind.
Miller stands back. Had a nice punt a moment ago. Had a poor one to open up the game, but he's redeemed himself. It wound up not hurting Bethel. Rogers will stand back at his 15-yard line. Miller will get it away from about his 25. Low snap, but he pulls it out of there. And another, boy, this is a great punt. Booming punt. And shielding his eyes for the sun and then letting the ball go by him. And the ball is all the way down, and it's going to tumble into the end zone. Boy, did Rogers get a break. That ball almost hit him.
Yeah, it looked like it was real close to coming in contact with him. But
got a little lucky. That sun really bothered him too, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did.
Here's the replay. Chris, great job, buddy. You see the nice form, the great punt, body all into that punt. And then watch this. Dodging this bullet. He pulled him back at the right time, didn't he? And almost went after it again.
The second time almost makes it seem like he may have thought that he touched it the first time it went past him.
Bethel, I thought the same thing, just looking at it from the original point of view. Nick Butler, by the way, from Columbia, Tennessee, he was down there. He was ready to pounce on that thing.
He was. He was ready. He was ready to make a play if there was one to be had. No doubt about it.
20-yard line, 1st and 10. The Cats and the Phoenix tied at 7-7. Special presentation at halftime. Fansville, Dr. Pepper. Someone lucky fan's going to win Dr. Pepper for a year. Hand off and nowhere to go. The door shut on Caden Hatchett. They like to put him in that slot, then bring him on the sweep, and that time that never materialized.
That was great gang tackling there by Tyson Hornbuckle, number 12, as he was the first to kind of shut down the hole, and then there was a host of tacklers between Miller, Lewis, and then I believe Jordan was also there on the play.
The old adage in football, he stayed home, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did.
Ball just short of the 20. Maybe the loss of about a yard, if that. Not even that. Maybe the length of a football. Second down and 10. Cats have them where they want them. They can stop them. They could come out of this with great field position. Parker throws it and hit immediately, and then it's going to be incomplete.
I think he may have came back and caught it. Got that ball in time.
Yep. Intended receiver, Isaiah O'Neal.
Wonder if we may get a little offensive pass interference there, because Merton was right there to be able to defend on the play, and it looked like he kind of got pushed out of the way by O'Neal in order to come back to that football. Great job by Darian Lewis to give pressure to Parker in the backfield as he lit him up as that ball was coming out.
He sure did. He's lucky to get that thing out and lucky to not get hurt on that play. Nothing dirty about it. It was just one of those deals where he was there and hit him right when he delivered the pass, and sometimes that can really be dangerous for a quarterback.
It looks like it's actually be pass interference against Bethel, as I guess Merton was obstructing O'Neal from being able to make that play. And it
might have been something he did earlier than the counter. They saw that first. I'm not sure. Well, Mr. Galloway having time to talk about it. I'm going to say the mic's going to work. Let's wait and see. It did work. How about that? There's life after all. Our official's mic has been working. Well, it's 3:52 in the first half, though.
If we go back and look at this replay, if there's a little bit of hand fighting there for Merton, and that little backhand, the left hand from O'Neal, I thought may have been necessary for the flag. That really didn't seem to be enough for any type of pass interference one way or the other. Now looking back at it,
I tend to agree with you a little bit. I think you got to let that go. But Bethel did not get the break. 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Clock running, 3:35 first half. Tied at 7-7. Phoenix have pulled out from their 20 to the 42. Hand off, running back, and Bethel's closed that door on him a little bit after he had some success on the first couple of running plays. Mameo runs the ball to the 45, and he is hit there. Cornejo, and picks up 2, 2nd down and 8. Clock running, 3:14.
A great job by Jordan getting into that hole and stifling any type of run Cornejo could really develop there.
The thing here, the Phoenix probably going through their mind, they'd love to move the ball down the field and score, but they'd like to take as much time off this clock, keep Bethel's offense off, and not give them any kind of chance either. Here's the sweep, the jet sweep, and running it will be Hatchett. They like to use him in that, and he gets up to about the 50. Brown made the stop, one of Trevor's favorites, and the ball will be where? You're going to be right at the 50-yard line, where it's actually 49. Got to get to the 47. So it's going to be 3rd down and a good 4, almost 5 yards. Let's call it 3rd and 5 almost.
This play right here will be real critical to see who's going to have the advantage going into halftime.
No doubt about it. 3rd down, big play here. 3rd downs thus far, they're 2 of 6 in the game. Parker runs out of that design quarterback keeper. He runs to the 40 and slides his way to the 37-yard line. That was designed from the get-go.
Yeah.
They've seen something that tips them off to that.
Wildcats are seeming to run a lot of man coverage in the backfield or in the back 7, and they're trying to see what they can do as far as getting pressure with the front 4, and so far they just haven't been able to generate enough pressure, and they're also not doing a great job in coverage, allowing their passes to be complete.
I'll tell you why Parker slid down very quickly, too. He saw Darryl Howard coming at him. 6 foot 310, the freshman from Miles College. Hey, fans, don't forget, next week we're off. The following week, they go to Williamsburg, Kentucky, take on the Patriots. That'll be a tough one on the 25th. And then they come back on 11-1. Georgetown will be homecoming. Georgetown struggled a little bit. They're not the Georgetown of old, but they'll come in here and play well. They're 3-2 and 0-1. Teams in the top 25 from the conference: Lindsey Wilson, number 6. Campbellsville, number 10. Georgetown, number 19. Bethel and Cumberland both receiving votes. And don't forget, folks, too, that weekend, it's Hall of Fame week. We'll be there and see Brent Buchanan, men's basketball, 1991. Caleb Hardy, one of the great ones of all time. Basketball, 2015. Taylor Foster, if she's not the best that's ever played here, she's in the top 4 or 5, I guarantee you. Women's basketball, 2015. And Dr. Roger Johnson, contributor, one of the great personalities on this campus. He's been thrilled to death to get it there. Shante took his picture the other day, and I don't know who was smiling more, us or him. I'm sorry? That's right. He's a great one, no doubt about it. He's very thrilled to get in there.
Did you see the video that the women's basketball team did for Brett Buchanan?
I was there.
That was awesome. I had to smile when you see that.
You know what he was doing when they called him? He was on a roof doing some roof work.
Well, how about that?
Yeah.
Some things work out like that, huh?
Yeah, and that was a great video. There's probably a guy in this booth that's going to go in the Hall of Fame before it's over said and done. I mean, there's only one of us that's won Coach of the Year institution here in the Carroll County area. Parker hands it off, running back. just probing for something and didn't get much, maybe a yard or two, and that's it.
Yeah, he's just following those lines of white jerseys and then eventually was just met by a sea of black there.
Jacob is a 6'2", sophomore running back from Alabama. They've got a lot of kids on this squad from Georgia and Alabama. Obviously, they have some ties in those two states, and they're great football states. 1:37 left in the half. We're tied at 7. The Phoenix have it at the Bethel 38-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd down and 9. Parker play fakes. Parker Rose wants to go his tight end, but he goes even more than that. And the receiver caught it. He tiptoes his way into the end zone. Touchdown. No flags. Caught. I thought he was going to go to the tight end. He went to Hatchett, who was more in the middle of the field, and Hatchett has a touchdown, and that's from 38 yards out, and the Phoenix have a 13-7 lead.
That was a great play call as Parker was able to just roll out, and nobody stayed with Hatchett, as Brylan Jordan, I think, was maybe supposed to stick with him, but he was pulled into the run. Hatchett had plenty of room. Great blocking job there by number 82, Jarius Rogers, to keep the outside lane available, and Hatchett just found 6, no problem on that one.
Well, he hit Parker or Rogers earlier. He hits Hatchett on the year. That is Hatchett. Second touchdown reception of the year. Snap is back. The ball is down, and it splits the uprights again. And it's just like that, a 14-7 game. 2 big explosive pass plays have given the Phoenix a 14-7 lead. We're back after this 30. Stay with us, everybody.
Don't get hit with big repair bills. Keep your heating system off the disabled list with a pre-season checkout from McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our technicians are specially trained to get your system in shape for the fall and winter seasons. You can sit back and enjoy the game, knowing our Daikin certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone happy and you off the bench. Let McCoy's tackle your system's maintenance. Your HVAC system's MVP, McCoy's Heating and Air.
Welcome back, everybody. Dave McCulley, Trevor Roof, Zach O'Kelly, Christopher Reasons, and the ever-present one, Derek Hubble, here with you in the press box. And Trevor, an impressive 80-yard drive.
Yeah, that was a backbreaker, and you had that play right there at the 2-minute mark, that 3rd down play where Wildcats really could have gotten a chance to get off the field and gotten a chance to get back in or get a drive here before the end of this half, and now they're going to get the ball back with 1:17 left, still have a couple timeouts, but now you're also down 7, and you're not getting the ball back in the first half, so you really need to try and answer here.
Here's the fair catch call for him, just bouncing back in the end zone is Pressey. Yeah, remember, guys, here in the booth for me, if you would, make sure we get our photographer down there for the pictures of Ricky Price and Dr. Pepper to give away, if you would. And we had a little skirmish after that was all over, but no harm, no foul. And it's going to be 14-7 your score here, unless the Cats can pull out some magic, and they're capable of doing that. Been big plays, one a 79-yard pass play, a 38-yard pass play. Then meanwhile, Bethel's came on a 75-yard drive with Case and a 2-yard scamper to put points on the board and then clutch PAT. Well, plenty of time, 1:17 for this offense. Here's that stack receiver core right below us again. Chance drops. Chance wants to throw. Throws and incomplete. Boy, and there's a flag coming in. That's going to be defensive pass interference, and unable to leave it is Chase Manning. I'll tell you what he did. Watch the replay here if we can see it, Chris. No replay. Sorry about that. Folks, what he did was, you saw it when it happened, I thought he came around him too quick with his left hand and hooked him.
Seemed like he was trying to keep his hands on him, and that Chance is definitely going to get bailed out because the ball was a little bit behind, but it was definitely one of the plays where if you're on the Cumberland sidelines, you're really upset with them saying, hey, that's a 5-yard play. You're right there to make a tackle, even if the ball is caught. Just keep the hands off of him, or at least not to the point where the referee's going to be able to make a decision on it.
He looked like a gunslinger that time, throwing it almost from his hip, didn't he?
Yeah, no doubt.
Why do they call Pistol Pete Maravich Pistol Pete? Because he shot it from the hip. 14-7. Then later in life, he shot it from everywhere, effectively. Chance in the pocket. Chance throws, caught. Nice catch, and a great catch for that matter by Alonzo Russell. And luckily, held on. He was hit hard, and we've got a flag in the backfield.
I think we may have a Wildcat hold here as they ran a little stunt over the middle.
It's either going to be a hold or it's roughing the passer, and I didn't see what happened, but I think you're right, Trevor. The guilty culprit is going to be Christian Harden, the senior offensive lineman.
Yeah, they ran a little stunt, and I think that they got a little bit of pressure on this right side or this left side here on the screen. Yeah, Harden just got beat off the line, and that was just, you can't try to grab him by the shoulder pads even when you're falling down, because even if you're not going to make a play, they're going to make you pay with getting 10 yards taken away from your offense.
We know you love the production crew. We love them. Great job by Christopher Reasons and Ben and Paul. Worthy Road Studios. Be sure to subscribe to them. They do a great job with all the coverage they do and everything in life. Chance drops, chance throws over the middle. A nice design play. Here's Harvey catching it, 30, 35, and gets out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Well, that gives you a chance now. It's going to be third down. We'll make it second down. That was first and 20. It's going to be a big pickup. It's going to be second down at about 3. And brought him over the middle and found him wide open.
And also saves some time on the clock too. As you're running down south of 50 seconds left, you're got to be making sure that you save as much time as you can to get the rest of the way down the field.
That was a great call by Drew Chance, the offensive coordinator and the older brother of Destin. He's running for his life, 40, and he's going to dart out of bounds at about the 42-yard line.
Does have enough for the first though.
He and Parker, yeah, it is. He had to get to the 40. Didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're going to move the chains here.
Well, great improv again. We saw Parker do that early in the game. This is a really nice decision by Chance. He said, okay, I'm getting out of here. And then really a nice juke and gets around the slower lineman and makes something happen. And it gives Bethel a chance with 35 seconds left here. At the 4, they're on 41 now.
Cats still have all 3 timeouts, so still can be able to use the middle of the field if it's available for you.
Pulls it down and going to throw the little floater out here that's going to be caught by Ryan Kirk. And Kirk's up near midfield. He's knocked out of bounds about the 48. And watch the replay. There should have been a flag, and the crowd really upset about it.
Yeah. As you see, Kirk did a good job of being able to pick up a little bit of the pressure, and then as soon as the pressure wasn't there, he played out of the backfield. And as you look at this replay, it definitely seemed
that's got to be a flag.
There was a lot of aggression on that tackle there, and referee was standing right over it and shook his head and said no, he was still in the field of play, but that's still bad.
We got a Cumberland player shaking up back here at the 32-yard line, and I don't care who you pull for. I'd say that if it was our team that did it as well, but I'm going to use the word that was blatant. He just absolutely threw him out of bounds like a wrestler.
Yeah, there's a difference between pushing your defender out of bounds to form a tackle and then just trying to ragdoll him like it's you're roughhousing on the playground at recess back in elementary school. That felt more like the latter.
Other games in the conference today, a big one, University of the Cumberlands at Lindsey Wilson. The Blue Raiders, number 6. Great to see Chris Wells the other day. He had an AD's meeting. Georgetown's at Faulkner today. That'll be a good game. Faulkner struggle against us. And who's going out? Shake it up.
Peter Papula, the defensive lineman, 6'1", 234, graduate student from Princeton, Texas, is hobbling off the field. Doesn't look like he's able to put any pressure on the left leg. Hopefully he'll be okay. We never want to see anybody go out in any type of energy.
Say a little prayer for him if you would, folks. It's a brutal game. It's a tough game. The ball is down to the 48-yard line. Well, Bethel took it at the 20, right? And they moved the ball down to up the field and then down to the 48 of Cumberland. They started this with 55 seconds. Is that right?
I think so.
Let's go back. Well, the minute 17, actually.
Yeah, 1:15.
And now it's 26 seconds, and they've got a shot at it. At least you can maybe get in field goal position. Chance drops. Chance, they bring the blitz on him, and boy, is he hit. Yeah, my goodness, gain tackle. And they get him all the way back to the 31-yard line, and he never had a chance, his Destin chance.
And Wildcats electing not to take a timeout. We may just be taking this one to the half as having a tackle of that nature really takes you out of any type of scoring potential here before the half ends.
If there was ever a thing called bull rush, that was one there, and then they had the linebackers right behind the Bulls. And that ends your first half. Your score at the break, 14-7. We have some things to do down at the field, and Trevor and Hubble will take you through the halftime break. 14-7, the Phoenix lead it. Back after this 2-minute message on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority, Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. builder finished products. 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Welcome back here to McKenzie, Tennessee, here at Walter Butler Stadium. We're at halftime of this Mid-South Conference contest between the Bethel University Wildcats and the Cumberland University Phoenix. Phoenix lead by a score of 14-7. And just to run through a couple stats so far this game, the offense has been pretty split after a pretty stymied first half. The second quarter provided with all three scores, 2 by Cumberland and 1 by the Wildcats. Wildcats lead in first down as they lead 11-9. But the big note of difference is Cumberland leads in third down efficiency, being 3-7 for 43%, whereas the Wildcats are 1 of 5 for 20%. Both teams have had 33 plays. The Phoenix offense has tallied up 224 yards of total offense for 6.8 yards per play. They have also thrown the ball for 152 yards to the Wildcats 127. The quarterback comparison, Parker is 5 of 8 through the air, and Justin Chance is 10 of 19 so far this game. Here in the rushing category, Cumberland really has taken a stride over the Wildcats as they lead the rushing category, 72 yards to the Wildcats total of 12. Derek Hubble joins me now as we are in the middle of the halftime break as we have 24 minutes before the start of the third quarter. Hub, what are you seeing as you're helping out with Zach O'Kelly on the stats? Has this been the first quarter was real slow, and then the second quarter was just nothing but fireworks, it seemed like?
Yeah, it was very high intensity there in that second quarter. I thought, just like you said right there, close to the end, the tell of the tape is what I said before the game started, was the fact that we have to establish a running game to allow the opportunity for a chance to open up the passing game a little more. And I think that our offensive line hasn't been able to establish that like we need them to. Only having 12 rushing yards on 14 rushing plays, where Cumberland has been successful in the run game with 72 rushing yards, which has opened up to their 2 passing touchdowns.
Yeah, speaking of that, we'll have Chris show up our replays real quick for all the scoring plays as the Cumberland offense got us started in the second quarter with the early touchdown from Parker to Jarius Rogers for 79 yards for the touchdown, and that was a big pass play as the first quarter really showed that we were going through some tough defensive struggles, and then out of nowhere just a big time hitter for 79 yards, and that was a kind of opening up the can for scoring as the Wildcats responded with a 2-yard touchdown rush after a long play drive from Jordan Kaysen, and then the Phoenix answered one more time with 1:17 left as Parker hit Hatchet for 38 yards to get into the end zone to make it 14-7. As you're looking downfield, we have Diamond Dave McCulley in the jacket, as he always likes to say that we give him guff for, but not going to give him guff here. As we're announcing a giveaway for Pepsi Mid-America. Hub, you may have some more information on that than I do, so why don't you go ahead and take that away.
So today, Pepsi Mid-America, Dr. Pepper, and Ace's Pizza from Paris are here on campus today. The leader of the Pepsi Mid-American is Sir Ricky Price. He is very involved in the campus here. He does a lot for us. Provides Dr. Pepper, Sprites, all kinds of stuff for our facility here at Walter Butler Stadium. And what they're going to do here today is they're about to give away a year's supply of Dr. Pepper Zero sugar, that is, to one lucky fan that's in the crowd. And they're in the program, it says Dave 1842. So whoever has that, they'll be the lucky winner of the Dave 1842 Pepsi Mid-American Dr. Pepper Zero for the year.
That's such a great cause, and it's one thing that shines when you have your companies that sponsor your athletic programs out here, when you're able to really kind of give them some shine and reflect like, hey, we want to say thank you for all that you guys do. And they've been a great sponsorship for us as we've been able to put on all these Bethel athletic programs for everybody. This is always just wonderful to be able to give back to the programs that are, always willing to give their all for Bethel University athletic family. And we are very thankful for Mid-America, Pepsi and Dr. Pepper, and also to Ace's Pizza over in Paris. Hub, what do you say we take a 2-minute break and we'll come back and take a look at the scores from the first half?
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea.
We'll be right back for a 2-minute break here at Walter Butler Stadium. This is the BallGame Blitz at Bethel University.
Hey Jackson, it's game time, and the winning lineup is right here at Chuck Hutton Nissan. Our top players are ready to take the field. Rogue, Sentra, Pathfinder, Altima, and Kicks. Big savings, special incentives, and Nissan's built to win the game. Don't sit on the sidelines. Run to Chuck Hutton Nissan today and make the winning drive home in your new Nissan. Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 80B on Van Drive in Jackson, Tennessee.
The lucky winner of the Dr. Pepper Zero for the whole year is Sarah Pierce. And as you can see, she's on the screen there with the Pepsi Mid-American, Ricky Price, the Athletic Director Dave McCulley, and Sir Perry Modes, the president here on campus of Bethel University. She's our lucky winner. She's from Jackson, Tennessee, so she'll get Dr. Pepper Zero for a year.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Don't get hit with big repair bills. Keep your heating system off the disabled list with a pre-season checkout from McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our technicians are specially trained to get your system in shape for the fall and winter seasons. You can sit back and enjoy the game, knowing our Daikin certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone happy and you off the bench. Let McCoy's tackle your system's maintenance. Your HVAC system's MVP, McCoy's Heating and Air.
Let me tell you about the American dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton's Rug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
This is how we Friday night.
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 An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
And welcome back to Walter Butler Stadium. Before we go into the replays, we're going to look at the little statistics. Like Trevor was telling you about both quarterbacks. Quarterback play by Cumberland, 5 of 8 for 152 yards and 2 touchdowns. Chance, 10 for 19 for 127 yards, no touchdowns, and no INTs by either quarterback. The running game for the Cumberland Phoenix, Jacob has 11 carries for 17 yards. Finch has 1 carry for 5 yards. Parker has 6 carries for 29 yards. Payne has 5 carries for 18 yards. And Hatchett has 2 carries for 3 yards. For the Wildcats, who are struggling on the rushing end of things, Ryan Kirk has 3 carries for 6 yards. Stockton has 1 carry for a -3. Chance is rushed it 6 times for a -6. And Kaysen is 4 carries for 15 yards, a long of 13, and 1 touchdown, the lone touchdown for the Wildcats. Looking at the defensive statistics, your leading tacklers for the Wildcats, there's number 44, Darian Lewis, and Darrell Miller, who both have 7 tackles on the day. Your leading tackler for the Cumberland Phoenix right now is number 36, Chaz Hunter. Look at your stats for the first half.
And as we continue this halftime show, let's go ahead and take a look at our replays of our scoring plays so far this afternoon. Early in the second quarter, Parker in the shotgun finds his man over the middle. That was Jarius Rogers, who beats his defender, Darrell Miller, and just boat races everybody else to the end zone. That really was a play that kind of sparked what this second quarter was, which was a much more offensive second quarter than what our first quarter was in comparison to the defensive slugfest. As we go to the Wildcat touchdown, Chance was in shotgun and gave to Jordan Kaysen off the right hip, and he barrels in for the into the end zone for a touchdown. That evened things up at 7 shortly after Cumberland had scored on their opening drive of the second quarter. And then just before we went to halftime, Parker in shotgun once again, had a little play fake, roll out bootleg to the right-hand side, fired it over to Hatchett, who caught it at the 25, made a man miss right here at the 10, went around the block, and he was in for 6. And that is our touchdown plays as we have gotten here to this point, as we are sitting here at half with the Phoenix leading 14 to the Wildcats 7. We're going to take a 2-minute break as we wait for Diamond Dave McCulley, as he's going to be doing a interview with the halftime, or with the athletic director for Cumberland, Ron Pavin, and we'll be right back. This is the BallGame Blitz on Worthy Road Studios.
Don't get hit with big repair bills. Keep your heating system off the disabled list with a pre-season checkout from McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our technicians are specially trained to get your system in shape for the fall and winter seasons. You can sit back and enjoy the game, knowing our Daikin certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone happy and you off the bench. Let McCoy's tackle your system's maintenance. Your HVAC system's MVP. McCoy's Heating and Air.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
Hey Jackson, it's game time, and the winning lineup is right here at Chuck Hutton Nissan. Our top players are ready to take the field. Rogue, Sentra, Pathfinder, Altima, and Kicks. Big savings, special incentives, and Nissan's built to win the game. Don't sit on the sidelines. Run to Chuck Hutton Nissan today and make the winning drive home in your new Nissan. Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 80B on Van Drive in Jackson, Tennessee.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
And welcome back to the press box, everybody. Diamond Dave McCulley along with Zach O'Kelly. Good to have Zach with us, like old times up here. UT Southern, he's done a great job down there as his sports information director. And he's like a lot of us. He works a lot of hours, but we embrace it and enjoy it. And it's great to have Zach with us. Derek Hubble under the weather, but he's a trooper. He's here as well. Shante Emerson, our great staff, and great to have Paul and Chris and the gang here from Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz. I am joined by a guy that I've had a lot of respect for, dating back to my Lambeth days, and now here at Bethel as well. And a lot of people kid me about doing a lot of things here at Bethel, but I can't hold a hat to this guy, Ron Pavin, the outstanding athletic director at Cumberland University. And Ron, you do everything up there. I'm trying to find something that you don't do at Cumberland University, but I know you make the big bucks, though, and I know you embrace it.
Well, I just love being a part of the Mid-South, and I do miss those other days with Lambeth and all of us together. Yeah. Tommy and all those, Mike, sure. And EL and everybody. We had such a nice relationship, and now we're doing that in the Mid-South.
You work with a great one in Kyle Allen now, but I know that Kyle and Zach and I, we can't hold a fiddle to JoJo, though, can we?
Well, JoJo has been doing it a long, long time. And one thing I cannot do well is, like, when I go to church tomorrow, my wife says, just lip sync because you're terrible at singing. So I just don't even hum.
Well, I'd be remiss, too, without going further in this interview, without saying you have one of ours. Mark Vaughn's up there with you now.
Yeah, what a great family, great parents.
Absolutely.
Just a great parents, and so thankful that he would come our way. That was a tough decision, and he's going to do a really good job. He's a nice young man. They have a little child, and good wife, and he's going to do a really good job.
Getting back to the SID of the year, Kyle Allen over there, he's won that a couple of times, and I know you're really happy with him.
Yeah, Kyle Allen has done a great job, and when you're at 32 sports and 800 athletes like you are, you don't sometimes understand how hard it is, the people from the outside. I mean, watching you today, the shot clock to walking down, back up, give an award, that's why I like coming to away games. I feel so good because I don't have to do all those things.
Well, I have to share a secret with you. It's probably something I don't need to share, but we have a thing here at Bethel. For example, this year we have four home football games. And we always say when this game's over, they will say, the good thing about this, we only have 2 more left this year. and I tell SIDs, and Zach's one up and down at UT Southern now. I tell people all the time at SIDs, tell Steve Aldridge this at Union all the time. You better get up in the morning and you better let your knees hit the carpet and look at skyward and say, thank you, Lord, I don't have football. But it's a different monster. We love it or we wouldn't be doing it. A lot of great things going on. I was so impressed when I was up at Cumberland for the AD's meeting. You did a great job with the meeting. I thought the representative from the NAI was there. And, of course, we're so thrilled with Chris. He's done a great job being the commissioner right now. But we have a great league. You have a great school up there. I was really impressed with the campus, with the Memorial Hall. You guys have a lot of great things going on at Cumberland University.
Well, we're very blessed. Paul Stum, our president's done a good job. And we've raised a lot of money. We got a lot of money to go, and God's blessed me to do a lot of things, and I've got a lot of good people, good coaches, and when you're in, like us, in a small school, you got to have servant leaders.
Sure.
And it doesn't work. Because somebody's got to pick up the paper, and someone's got to drag the field, and so I'm just very blessed to work around a lot of good people.
Really, I know what you're saying, too. Vic Wallace, who was a longtime coach at Lambeth, you remember Vic.
Yes.
And Vic was doing well. I'll tell you that I interviewed you at halftime. I'll talk to him in a day or two. They're out of town right now, he and Dee. But I was out there one night with Lambeth, and it was dark. It was a winter game later in the year. We had to he pulled his truck up, and I pulled my car up, and Peggy and I put the lights where we could see to empty the trash cans and clean the restrooms. And I looked at Vic, and I said, Vic, Philip Fulmers doesn't have to do this. Nick Saban doesn't have to do this. He said, yeah, but they're not having as much fun as I have. I'm having.
Amen.
And there's a truth to that, though.
Yeah, we do a work day at Cumberland with the coaches, and I hired a new baseball coach. He said, man, this looks nice. And I said, well, Woody Hunt and me and some others painted the stadium.
Sure.
But no one knows we didn't pull the tape off the top. So every time I'm at the press box, I'm going, I got to pull that tape sometime. But when, hard work and sweat, you teach young people about, life adversity, and you've gone through a lot, and you're such a great man, is that there's no excuse for hard work.
That's exactly right.
And I really love Bethel. I love our schools, but we're a family in the Mid-South.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The league, I feel like we're really – I know people think, well, you only have 7, okay? But we have 7 strong schools. We have 7 great schools, I think, and great athletic programs. And I feel really encouraged about a lot of things that's going on behind the scenes that we can't share today. But there's a lot of good things, I think, about the league that's really going to be exciting for the fans and exciting for the players, institutions, coaches, and everyone involved.
Yeah, after this starts my 41st year in college, and 18 at Cumberland. But somebody said, well, you lose your win. I'm like, in the scheme of things, if we don't get these people good jobs and they become good parents, then we're not doing a good job.
Sure.
And so we're win or lose, we're all a family, and I don't act like we're better. None of us, that we're better than somebody else, and I love that.
I love, even as an interim, I love the AD meetings because we get to share a lot of things privately. We get to share a lot of things publicly. But I'm telling you, I've never been to a meeting yet that the league as a whole wasn't the thing that we concentrated on from the time we began the meeting to the time we ended it. And I think that is great qualities of the character, speaks of the quality and the character of all you folks.
Well, thank you.
I really do. Football game. Pretty good ball game right here. Your defensive line right now has really been stout. Yeah,
I think your quarterback slings it really well. They've doubled on each side, and it's just a tough game. It's just who's going to make a mistake. I really think I love your quarterback. We got a good D-line. It's just going to be, can we hold you guys? Because bottom line is this quarterback you have can just sling it all over the place.
No, I like Parker, your backup quarterback, though. I wouldn't call him a backup today. He's starting today. Your
third string.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I did not. I knew his second string. I thought, but
no, he's third string.
He's really played well. That's 79-yard pass play, and then the 38-yard pass play. But he's handled himself well. And you guys are good football. You've had great teams up there through the years, and your programs as a whole. I've always enjoyed going to Cumberland University through the years. All the sports, especially broadcast, basketball and football. But you guys have been impressive through the years, and it all, I think, starts with you.
Well, thank you. I'm so lucky. We have good coaches, and my thing is, if you don't want to be at Cumberland, you don't want to fit in, then you might want to do something else.
I say that all the time. Someone will say, "Well, that kid wants to transfer," and we talk to them and try to get them to stay if they would. But there's a point in time where you say, "Well, if they don't want to be here, they don't need to be here."
That's we're a small private school,
sure.
And there's other options for you, but I think we all do things well, and I just thank you for letting me be on your program.
You talked about Woody Hunt. I'd be remiss to let you go. Woody, Zach and I have loved Woody through the years, and Shante and everyone. But years ago I found that Woody was a fellow UK fan too. So he and I bonded real quick.
Oh, he comes to see me 5 days a week at 7 a.m. He helps me fundraise part time, and he's all UK.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Yeah, he gets intense. Win or lose, he's in the room talking about it.
He will not jump over to my Yankee camp yet, but I'm still working on him on that.
No.
Ron, great to see you. Respect you, love you, and listen, keep up the great work, and glad to call you a friend.
Thank you.
Ron Pavin, the athletic director at Cumberland University. We'll take a 1-minute break. Back for the second half. It's 14-7 Cumberland over the Cats here at halftime. Stay with us, everybody.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
And we're back. Diamond Dave along with Trevor Roof. And Trevor about to kick off. The Cats will kick it off down 14-7 here at the break. Very quickly, your thoughts about the first half and what do you expect in the second half, sir?
What started out as a defensive slugfest in that first quarter led to a lot of offensive fireworks. And if you're the Cats, what you're really going to have to focus on is keeping the Cumberland offense and receivers and running backs in front of you and try and limit their explosive play potential. And on defense, the Cats are really going to have to try and do what they can to try and get this offense back and get them into position to get some points on the board so that way they can get back in this football game.
Hope you enjoyed our interview with Ron Pavin. Ron, one of the great gentlemen of this league, and for that matter across the nation. The kickoff was brought back by Keenan Hill, Detroit, Michigan native. He's probably not happy the Tigers lost last night, and he's able to scamper his way to about the 30-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 there.
That game was incredible, though. I watched it until wee hours in the morning.
I did a high school game last night. Got back to home in Jackson about 10 o'clock. You know that. You were doing soccer for us. I appreciate that immensely. You guys did a great job, by the way. And I got in. I thought, well, I'll watch the last inning or two, maybe the 8th or 9th. I got in, and it was like I was up watching an hour and a half later writing stories. My ghostwriter came through for me again last night, though. 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Hand off. There's Canijo again carrying it. He's up to maybe at the 31, picks up 2, and it's going to be second out at 8. Both defensive lines, you see it on the replay here, Trevor, had their moments in that first half, didn't they?
No doubt, and Cats are starting out much better than they did in the first half, where they limit what Cumberland's trying to do offensively, running in between the tackles, and hopefully they can build on that and trying to get off the field here quickly to start the second half.
If someone walked in this booth, people watching don't care, but someone walked in this booth, they think, more McCully's drinking a lot of sodas. I only drank about a third of each one of them. When they get hot, I can't drink them. Well, here's the handoff, and running that football will be Cornejo again. He is in trouble, in deep trouble. And the Cats push him back at the 25-yard line and never really bring him down, but about 5 guys. Take your pick there.
That was a great job by Darrell Miller. He came in quick from his defensive backfield spot and rushed down to the point of attack and hit Cornejo right in the backfield. Didn't get the full tackle, but led to the gang of tackles, pushing the Phoenix offense back now for a 3rd and long.
Yeah, Miller, that's why he's the second leading tackler on this team. It's going to be 3rd down and 13, the ball at the 26-yard line. They began at the 29, so 3rd and 13. Back, throw it, and picked off. And the Cats, Lewis picked that thing off. He read that thing beautifully.
What a great play from Darian Lewis. He pulled a little Superman action right there, diving to his right, as you see here on the replay. What a beautiful snag there from 44 in black. And that'll set up the Wildcat offense big time as they'll be in plus territory with a chance to score here early in the second half.
I don't know if Parker saw him. He looked like Lewis was going to sort of float left, and all of a sudden he just took a dive back to the right, and there was the football.
That was beautiful defensive play there from the senior, the leader of this Wildcat defense.
The leading tackler from Brighton, Tennessee. He's a former Cardinal, Brighton Cardinal. He's got to be at the 37, 1st and 10, so a chance for the offense to pick it up here with the defense giving them great field position. Handoff, and not much at all, probing for something that time. And nothing much there. Tackle by C.J. Miller, and carrying it was Jarvis Stockton. Stockton came in with 168 yards coming in here, but hadn't had a big game today at all. The Cats moving back. I'm sure you guys gave those stats while I was away.
Only had 1 carry for -3 yards in the first half and didn't get much there on his second.
And total offense in that was 221 to 138. Chance dropping back, drifting back, all the way back to midfield. Now he's going to dart back downfield, and he's going to be hit and get back to about the 36-yard line. And after all of that, he ran about 20 yards and got a yard.
So you look at this replay. He tries to go with the hitch route and tried to go downfield to Micah Jones, number 13, on this near side. He was in double coverage, but in certain instances, you almost have to try and let your playmakers make plays for you. Throw them the football and let them make a play for you.
Great effort by Destin, but, boy, I'm telling you, this defensive front and their linebackers have put pressure on him almost all day. 12:20 left in the 3rd stanza. 14-7. Cats trail by 7. Lewis interception. Ball at the 37 to begin the drive, and now it's at the 36. So it's 3rd down and 9. You can do the math. 12:10 left in the 3rd.
Wonder if Pressey may get a target here. He hasn't had a reception all day.
Yeah, hadn't thrown to him much as well. Here's the pressure, but they didn't get back there that time, and the ball is going to be caught. And it's going to be a touchdown by one Raymond Harvey.
Great double move there from Harvey as he got behind the defender. Maybe a little bit of a slow up to get him close, and then just used a great speed to get past him. Ball hit him right in the breadbasket, right at the 5, and he waltzed right in for 6. And that's the way the Wildcats wanted to have this second half start out to get back in this football game.
He beat a good defender, too, in Keenan Hill. Well, it's now 14-13, and Clutch in to attempt the PAT. 12 minutes. And the Cats come up with a big, big play there, obviously. That time he had some time to throw, too. And Harvey on the year now, 13 receptions on the year. His first touchdown reception. That ball sneaks through the uprights. It is up and is good. 14-all, we're tied. We've got a good one, folks, on a perfect afternoon for football in McKenzie. 12 minutes left in the 3rd. This is Bethel football on the Worthy Road Studios in the BallGame Blitz.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
We're back. Dave McCulley, Trevor Roof, Derek Hubble, Zach O'Kelly, Christopher Reasons in the booth, Paul Schultze, the great producer and director and owner of Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz, and we're very blessed to have them do our football. They're going to do some selected basketball, but their production is incomparable, isn't it?
It really is, and it's such a great avenue to be able to have Worthy Road Studios be able to put on such a wonderful product, especially for all the West Tennessee broadcasts that are needed for high school and, of course, our Bethel games. Always wonderful to have such a great talented people working here.
Keenan Hill on the run back, 30, 35. Had it going there and then ran out of gas at about the 37-yard line. Good return, though. 32-yard return on the kickoff. You see him catch it at about the 5-yard line. There he is. Yeah, they had a steam. A little scary there for a second. Got a blocker in front of him, and then it sort of breaks down, and still a good return to 37. 1st and 10 there.
Laid the wood to his own teammate, number 30
Sure
there,
did, yeah.
Carson Poach, the tight end out of Murfreesboro. I'm almost sending him back down to Murfreesboro with the hit he took right there.
Been a pretty well officiated game. I think there's been a couple of plays that the fans on both sides disagree with when players are slung out of bounds, but other than that, it's been a pretty well clean game and a well-called game. And it will be Parker trying to redeem himself after that big mistake he made a moment ago that set the Cats up for the 37-yard drive on the 36-yard pass play. Guy here in the flat, and that's a high pass, and it throws off the rhythm of one Caden Hatchett. He had to sort of wait on that thing and go high to get it and had no chance, and a nice defensive play by Darrell Miller, who's had a heck of a game.
He came in flying from that secondary spot. Look at him. He had a beat on it as soon as the ball was snapped. As soon as Parker turned his shoulders, he was dead red towards the receiver, took him down for a 4-yard loss, and that'll set up 2nd down and long for the Phoenix.
That is a defensive back's dream right there. 11-20. Sun splash day here at McKenzie. Temps in the mid-70s. Creeped up into about 78, someone told me a moment ago. 4 down lineman, 3 down lineman, 4-man front. And they give it to the running back, and he is hit. Boy, is he hit immediately and nowhere to go. And what a tackle. What a play there by Malik Brown.
I think that may have been Amari Chapman, 32 on this right side.
It was Chapman. I apologize.
No, you're right. It was Malik. Yeah, okay, I could have swore I saw 32 right there, but that was 22. Malik Brown on that tackle. He snuffed it out, got into the backfield, and laid the woodwork right there, pushing the Phoenix back even further.
Center Point High School in Birmingham, Alabama. They've turned out some great players in that city. 10:30 left here in the third, tied at 14. Momentum now shifting a little bit toward Bethel. They're making it happen both offensively and defensively. That interception turned the whole mood of this game. Parker drops. Parker wants to throw. He's going to be flushed out of there. Now he's going to throw, and it is caught. A great sliding catch. That saves the day if you're a Phoenix fan. Caught by Caden Hatchett.
Look at him as he climbs the pocket here. He's going to get hit and just flips it, and Hatchett's just right there to catch it.
Boy, he helped his quarterback out, and credit Parker who kept it alive, but Hatchett made a dazzling sliding catch at the 48, 1st and 10. 9:57 left here. One of the fans below us not real happy. They put Hatchett in motion at the time, give him the football, and he's going to run down across the way to the left and scoot out of bounds in Bethel territory at about the 48. Going to pick up about 4 if they give him that. Let's wait and see. Yep, he's to the 47, isn't he?
Yeah, he
got more than I thought. He got about 5 yards.
Yeah, once he got around that outside pressure and was able to climb towards the sideline, he was able to gain few more yards than what the eyes were able to see.
Zach O'Kelly, a big Alabama fan, they held on and beat Missouri 27-24 in Columbia. Handoff. And not much there for Jacob Cornejo. And he's up to about, or down, I should say, about the 46. Let's give him maybe a yard, if that. No gain. 3rd down and a good 4.5, 5 yards.
Great job by Darian Lewis to climb and go with the offensive line. They were going away from him, so he just climbed into the backfield and met Cornejo right in the backfield, and that makes it 3rd and medium now.
Manageable, but the Cats could stop him here. 3rd down today. Phoenix, 4 of 9. Bethel, 2 of 6. Big play here, obviously. 8:45 clock running, 3rd. Tied at 14. Parker drops. Parker wants to throw. Parker does throw it. It's dropped and then caught. My goodness. He dropped it, bobbled it, and then caught, and holding on is Isaac Finch, and Lewis is all over him to tackle him, but not before the 1st down for the Phoenix.
Yeah, the 5'8", 170 graduate student for the Phoenix right there made a great adjustment once he tipped the ball up to himself. Ball may have been a little bit behind him, but he was able to collect it and prepare himself for getting hit because he got collided by 2 different Wildcat defenders there. But held on to the football, 1st down for Cumberland.
Lewis was salivating, too. He was all over him, and right there, Johnny on the spot, but just credit a good catch. Here's Cornejo, and nowhere to go, and he maybe struggles for a yard, and that's about it. rushing the ball today, you look at the rushing average right now. Cumberland 5.8 yards per carry. Bethel 4.9. Neither lighting it up, but just enough to keep the linebackers and secondary frozen for a little bit. Phoenix wanted Bethel jumping offside, but they don't get the cigar. 7:35, second down and 9. The ball at the Bethel 40 or 39-yard line. Conojo running out of room, and look at that play defensively. Outstanding play by the Cats. Was that Brylan Jordan out there?
I think it was. Yeah, number 10, he comes flying in. Caleb Garner, number 42, has a chance at him in the backfield, gets shoved to the ground like a little boy, but then Brylan Jordan does a great job of keeping him contained and throwing him down to make it 3rd and about 6.
3rd and 6, another big 3rd down play. They'll win you a lot of games if you convert, and they'll hurt you if you do not. 3rd and 6.
This was one of the issues that the Wildcats had in the first half. They couldn't quite get Cumberland off the field.
At the 36, Parker, and now we have, I think that's going to be illegal motion. Yep, it is. So instead of 3rd and 6, it's going to be 3rd and 11 with 7 minutes bang left in this third stanza. Cumberland, 4-1 of the year. They're actually, if you look at it in wins and losses, they would be 3-2, but they got the forfeit, Trevor, on the Florida Memorial game when it was found and discovered that Florida Memorial played an ineligible player.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good in terms of your wins and loss records. Unfortunately, we were on the negative side of that when we traveled down to Kaiser and had to take a forfeit due to some lightning, which delayed our boys' travel plans. Would have delayed our boys' travel plans had they finished the game. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
3rd and 11, the blitz is on Parker. He eludes the would-be tackler. Now he's looking, he's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught. And then drop. What a hit. What a hit by Bethel's K.J. Murden.
And then a late flag, I think maybe for a little bit of excessive celebration. If not, they may get a unnecessary roughness or a hit on an ineligible player or something of that effect. But that was a
well, let's watch the replay.
Lick.
I mean, it's a lick, but I think it's a legal lick. Unless they're going to call, surely they wouldn't call targeting or something on that, would they?
The only thing I can think of is excessive celebration from Murden there, because that was a lick and a half, and I think he celebrated promptly.
Well, I would say the same thing with Cumberland. I don't agree with that call if that's what they're going to call, because the exuberance of the game, you got to have a little bit of that, and I didn't think he was that excessive.
Yeah, and I think Coach Springer's trying to –
he wants an explanation.
Yeah, because that seemed like it was a legal hit. I mean, didn't seem like it was any type of hit to the neck or anything.
Chris, great defender himself, a great defensive coordinator, now the head coach. 8 years at DC here. And here is Mr. Galloway's explanation.
Got a ref heading down to our replay section, so.
I didn't think it was targeting. Can we see the replay of that, Chris? Here it is. Great job, bud. All right, we'll let you guys decide for yourself. In the famous words of Stan Gerard.
It's a great job by Parker getting out of the pocket and delivering a catchable ball.
And directing him, too. Yeah, here it is. No, he got him on the shoulder pads.
I don't think that's targeting. I think that's –
He got him on the shoulder pads.
Sometimes you have to be precautionary just for the safety of the players and want to make sure that you don't elevate the intensity of the game. But that was just – that's football. That was a football hit, and I think that was a great job of disrupting a catch, and I don't see that being able to stand. If it does, that's going to be a big blow, as Murden's one of the Wildcats' most experienced defenders in that back line, as he's been here for years and has been a mainstay as a senior here for the Wildcats, and that would be a big loss for him if he's not here.
Well, at the 41-yard line is where the ball rests right now. It would be 4th and 11 if it's an incomplete pass.
I don't know what Cumberland has as far as their artillery from the kicking position, as far as what Cantor has in the leg, the 5'11 junior. But at the same time, this is right in that kind of gray zone where you may want to just try and go for it just because there's
he's 3 of 4 in field goals. His longest is only 31 yards.
Yeah, so this is definitely seems like it may be outside of his range, but it's also one of those types where you either got to be really confident in your punter's ability to pin them deep, Gottlieb to pin them deep, or may as well just try and see if you can get it.
We're about to find out from Corey Galloway what's going to be called here. Oh yeah, there's no way he can kick a field goal there. That would be a 60-yard attempt. It's at the 41, 48 to be a 58-yard attempt if he tried one here. I wouldn't think he'd had that leg when his longest is 31 on the year. Of course, he may have not attempted anything more than 31, but still, that's a long boot. Well, we're about to find out, folks, one of the decisive calls of this game. And the fans, with some nervous anticipation, awaiting to hear Mr. Galloway. First of all, he's going to go talk to Coach Springer. And the way Coach Chris Springer's reacting, he's not happy with the call. It has to be that once it's ruled on the field, it has to be totally in the officials' hands. They don't go to New York on this. They watch it themselves, and they have to say there's no justice to overturn it. And you can tell now Coach Springer's not happy. This is not going to be overturned.
Sure doesn't look like it. It's unfortunate because Merton definitely made a great play on the ball there. It's just unfortunate that fractions of inches are.
And Trevor, I thought again when we watched it. Chris, can we see it one more time? Is that too much to ask? Yeah, play it now if you would. And here it is, and we'll let you know what the officials rule here. And I thought he got him around the shoulder pads. They're not overturning it. Oh, he got him with his body in the back.
Yeah.
I don't think the helmet's ever even touched. And now another flag comes in.
Oh, are we penalizing frustration now? Is this what the game has come to?
Coach Springer is beside himself. He's going back out. You see him on the screen there. He's going out to talk to the referee.
Hey, this is getting to a point where the officiating crew's got to be able to take control of it and not just be penalizing a team for having emotion.
And they've got to understand the frustration here, and they just don't need to tack on anymore. It's going to be half the distance to go now.
Yeah, I mean, we were just at the ball at the 41 with the potential of 4th and 11, and they're going to have the ball at what, maybe the 16 now?
Well, I really believe, in all honesty, of calling games all these years, that if that was the other way, I would still say, and Bethel people would be mad at me, I would still say that was not targeting. If it happened, if we had done it to Cumberland or vice versa.
Right. I mean, that just looked like a clean football play, and especially for
it was a hard hit, but I mean, it was legal though.
Yeah, and especially for all the players that as they've grown up watching the game of football, that play happens at least 2 or 3 times during a weekend on
unsportsmanlike conduct. Head coach on Bethel. They move the ball all the way inside the 15.
My goodness.
That ball will be moved, ladies and gentlemen. So instead of it being 4th and 11 from the 41, the ball is going to be marked at the Bethel 13-yard line, 1st and 10, where Merton's out.
28 yards worth of penalties without even the ball being snapped. That's tough.
Well, the only thing you do now if you're a Wildcat, just battle your way through it. Come up with a turnover.
No doubt.
Negate it all. And just suck it up, and whether you think you got bad calls or not, only other recourse is like life. Just bounce back.
Yep.
6:33 left in the third. Changes everything, doesn't it? In motion this time is O'Neal. And here's 0. That's going to be, and that's what you want to do right there. Defense, yes. And who is it? Mr. Lewis in gang.
Yeah, the leader's got to come pick his team up after that unfortunate circumstance, and he really did, getting on the tackle right there, keeping him from being able to really advance the football any further than he did.
Ganojo took that ball, only picked up a yard. 2nd down and 9 from the 12. Parker in the gun. Bethel's defense shifting around there, as you see. Parker wants to throw it, throws the floater out here, and it's going to be incomplete. Great coverage. Outstanding coverage by Bethel's K.J. Merton. He's not out of the game. He's in.
So I think what they ruled is that it was an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, because I think that was what the initial flag was for.
Okay.
And so they still tacked on that 15, and then there was another one that.
So it wasn't targeting. It was unsportsmanlike. Bethel's going to come
ruled it as a personal foul rather than an actual
that's
targeting
the motion that he gave. Yeah. Jordan Jackson's going to come in the game for Bethel. The Cats will bring out Tyson Hornbuckle. Well, now it brings up 3rd down and 9. Remember, their kicker, Kantner, 31 yards is his longest field goal of the year. Parker runs this way, trying to elude this, and that's going to be holding. Yeah, flags coming everywhere, and this ball's going to be thrown away. It's going to be holding. And Bethel will take that hold and try to push him out of field goal position a little bit more. You could see that up here. That was blatant holding.
Big time. And that's just one of those things where, you know, when you're rolling your quarterback out, you know that you're going to be met with that kind of pressure. And the Phoenix offensive line could not do anything but just try to grab Jersey to keep their quarterback upright.
After not a ton of flags in the first half. My goodness, we've had a flurry of them here in this half.
Big time. So Cats will decline the penalty. The pass fell incomplete, but that will still leave them with a 4th down and 9 with the ball at the 12-yard line. So that should be enough distance for Kantner to come out and attempt a field goal kick.
Penalties, 2 of 10 Cumberland in the first half. Bethel just 3 for 20. Yeah, they'll mark the ball. They'll set it down at the 19. It'd be a 29-yard field goal attempt. Kantner will be the kicker. The holder is Jake Parker. The long snapper is Dalen Parks. The Cats trying to block this thing. 5:52 left, and it's forthcoming here. The snap is back. The ball is down. That kick is up, and that kick is going to the end zone, and it is good. It is a 29-yard field goal attempt, and it is successful. And just like that, the Phoenix take a 17-14 lead. The 30-second break. We're back after this with the Cats back on offense. See if they can pull out some magic. Back after this. Stay with us, everybody.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Diamond Dave along with Trevor Roof, Zach O'Kelly, Derek Hubble in the booth. What a great shot. I love that. When they pan out, I love that shot of Wildcat or Walter Butler Stadium. Turf will be replaced before next season. 17-14.
Man, that's how I know I've been here a long time. I got here when we first installed this turf.
And I always go back to the Wildcat. Every time I looked out there and see that older Wildcat, makes me think of Miss Peggy. She was so proud of that Wildcat. I'm sort of glad they've never taken it up.
Yeah, it looks great out there.
Yeah, here's the kick into the end zone. She's looking down on it, I guarantee you that. But it's a 17-14 game, and Trevor, we've had a heck of a game. It's really been a good college football game.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better competition between two groups of wonderful athletes, both of them competing to their hardest content. Like, this is exactly the kind of football game that you want to be a part of on a Saturday afternoon.
Now, it may be 2 or 3 more scores by both teams. I'm not sure, but never know. But you feel like if one team can get up 2 scores, they got a big leg up on a win, don't they?
As of right now, it looks like it may be a race to 25 since both teams typically score around or average 25 a game. Right now, Cumberland has a slight advantage, but all Bethel has to do is go down, score, get a stop, and they can go score again. And the next thing you know, they win the race to 25, and they may win the football game.
Here's
because
the
of
slant in pattern. It's caught, and Harvey's been a big factor. He catches that football, and he's hit at about the 28. Harvey has become a weapon. They've taken Pressey out of the game from the standpoint of allowing him to beat them. And Harvey now with that catch, his 7th catch, and that's going to put him over 90 yards.
I was about to say, Harvey's been his most reliable target today, and he's found him a great amount.
2nd down and 6. Chance keeps it. Great decision. He's going to scoot to the 35 and hustle out of bounds about the 37. He put it in the belly of Stockton, took it right back, and it's a first down for the Cats.
Yeah, it was a great run. RPO decision as he just read the defender on that left side of the line, saw he was cutting in for the running back, and he just pulled it and almost broke his ankles as he ran past him on number 25. That was Matthews that he about ran past and snatched his ankles, left him in the turf.
If there was ever 2 coaches that love the RPO, is Hugh Freeze and Brent Dearman, and I had a chance to call games for both of them. Hugh at at Lambuth, and of course Dearman here, incomplete on that long attempt, the pass. They've taken the long ball away from Bethel today, haven't they?
Yeah, Chance has not been able to connect on very many of them.
Part of that first half was the pressure.
Right, for sure. And the pressure has been able to has lightened up a little bit for sure. But Chance has just not been able to get things lined up with his receivers going deep down the field. But these short intermediate throws have been there. He's on the ones where he's connected with, they've been able to make good move and get good positive yardage.
Yeah, the O-line has done a much better job about midway the second to right now, giving him more time. 17-14. Second down and 10 from the 38. He's on 38. Destin Chance, young man from Auburn, Illinois College. He was a legend up there, All-American. Hands it off to Stockton. Stockton plunges forward, lowers the head, and dives his way over the 40 up to about the 41 or 2. So it brings up now third down. Third down at about 7. Matthews made the stop. You wonder, these O-lines and D-lines have been battling each other. You wonder who's going to run out of gas first in the second half.
For sure. And it definitely seems that they keep fighting each other right up until the whistle blows. I hope none of them make a stupid decision to get an unsportsmanlike penalty that could swing the game.
Chance dances back there, throws, low throw, and it's incomplete. Boy, what a hit. And then Harvey, let's hope he's okay. He took one right down, trying to go down and get that low pass, and he took a hit, and the defender is down, and Harvey is down.
Yeah, as you look at the replay here, Harvey tried to catch the ball on his hip. It was thrown a little bit behind him and just had his legs taken out from under him. That was a hard hit.
Great job of the replay, and nothing dirty by either player there. It's just unfortunate. As we've told you before, folks, it's a brutal game. Let's take a 30. 4:07, here's your scenario. 4:07, third quarter. Bethel trails 17-14. When we come back, it will be a decision time to see what the Cats are going to do offensively. Stay with us, everybody.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Well, Trevor was just telling me the Pigs leading Tennessee 7-0. That's a long way to go on that one, though. Bobby Petrino's like a bad coat. You can't get rid of him. Make it 17-14. Boy, who was it that went in there? Notre Dame went in there and beat them and got the coach fired, didn't he?
Yeah, no doubt. What's concerning is just what happened in the game of football on any given Saturday, just like last weekend, UCLA playing Penn State. So you never know about any type of games like that.
I thought the guy had it reversed. 17-14. Miller to punt it away. And straight up in the air.
Got that toey.
Needs a bounce, and he doesn't get it. Cumberland runs away from the football, and it's going to be Phoenix ball. And that ball is going to be back here at about the 48-yard line of Bethel. Not much at all. Cats and the crowd squawking. They wanted a personal foul when that thing was over. We have a replay of that, Chris. Let's watch what happens here after the ball is down. Watch what happens after Miller punts it. Here he is. He punts it straight up in the air, basically. Now come back here if we can. And, folks, watch what happens to the right of your screen here. Let's see if we pick it up. See the little skirmish here?
Yeah, it's Javen Edmondson, number 43 for the Cats, and then number 36, Chaz Hunter for the
You could call that
Phoenix.
on either one of them or both of them, couldn't you?
Yeah, it seemed like just two guys that were fighting for position that didn't want to stop fighting once the whistles were blown, really.
Well, 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Well, a big chance now for the Phoenix. Let's see if the Cat defense can dig in here. They need to. 3:55 in the third. Puts them under the gun a little bit, doesn't it, Trevor?
Yeah, double digits or two-score game really kind of puts icing on the cake unless anything changes with how back and forth this game has been. Nobody's really had the big advantage.
Yeah, Hatchett with the jet sweep again. Good positive yards as he turns the corner over there on the other side. And here's the replay of that one. They've used him a lot in this scenario. That's sort of a snafu on the handoff, but he held on, and he gets down to about the 42. Got to pick up 6. Second down and a long 4. Clock running, 3:28. Phoenix leads the game 17-14. They led 7-0. Bethel tied it.
Got to think the Phoenix will try and lean on that running game, try and bleed out some of this clock to take away as many chances as the Wildcats will have to try and cut into this small lead that they have now.
Handoff this time, new running back, and scooting his way for the first down is going to be the Phoenix player.
I think it was Parker. He had an RPO and just kept it running off the left side.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I missed that. You're right. He fooled me. I thought the running back had it. He just followed his running back, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did.
1st and 10, Inside the 40 to the 37. Clock running, 2:45. Crowd pretty quiet. Not a huge crowd here today with it being fall break, but a good crowd. It's going to be 1st and 10. There's Hatchett in motion again. They don't do it to him this time. They go to the running back, try to deceive Bethel, and they do a good job doing that. And that's going to be rushing that football down is Rod Payne.
Seems like the Phoenix has 3 running lanes they're trying to operate. In between the tackles on that jet sweep and then just busting it out on the outside. That time they were able to bust it out on the outside, and there was nobody there to try and keep the running back contained, as that was number 2, Rod Payne. Payne exploded off the right side, and he got enough for a first down.
276, 295, 294, 275. That's that offensive line weight for you. Wearing Bethel's D-line down a little bit. Tight end goes in motion. They set him down. They've done that all day. And here's the handoff to Payne again. Payne, a little bit more of a fleet-looking running back than the other guy. And he moves down to about the 20-yard line. Make it 22. Only picked up 2. 2nd down and 8. Clock running, 1:35. You're watching today on Worthy Road Studios in the BallGame Blitz. Paul Schultze, the executive producer director. Christopher Eason's the producer director. Ben Bitterling is here as well. And it's going to be 2nd down and 8. 1:20. Subscribe to their network on YouTube. You'll see a lot of great things and archived, including this game. Parker throws it. Parker down in the end zone. Incomplete. Great coverage. Outstanding defensive coverage by the Cat.
Merden's got to be careful there with the hand gestures. He's already gotten 1 personal foul. We don't need him getting another one.
No, sure don't.
It was good coverage there. As you look, it was one-on-one on that far side. He was there, but he's got to
Parker's shaking up, too.
He's got to be able to turn his head around to make sure that he's able to.
Let's watch the replay again on this, Chris. We'll see what happens to Parker as he goes down a little slow to get up. I don't think we have that, so. Okay, we're back almost to play here. Let's see. He went down to his knee. It looked like he was shaking, looking at his wrist or arm. Well, that's okay. 3rd down and 8. They're right on the verge of field goal range here, but it'll be a long one from here. 3rd down and 8. Now they go the jet sweep this way with another running back or receiver, and that's moving inside the 15 down to about the 14.
It looks like they have enough to move the chains.
Was that O'Neal that carried it? Yeah, it was O'Neal that carried it that time, 13.
I think so, yeah.
Well, they come this way. They've been going the other direction most of the day.
Yep.
Trevor Roof, and they go this way now.
Yep, and that was just enough to get the first down, which is definitely going to bleed out the rest of this clock into go to the 4th quarter, which is for the Wildcats is definitely not what you want to have happen, considering they're already within the red zone and more than likely going to put up at least 3 points if you can't get another stop. And you're already moving the ball methodically as is. You haven't really been able to take the top off their defense.
They go again, this time to Payne. Not much as he crashes his way inside the hash there, the right hash. And the tackle by the Cats, Malik Brown. And on the tackle, too, was Jordan Jackson. Pick up a yard, 2nd down and 9. That's going to be the last play of this quarter. They'll let this thing run out. We go to the end of 3 now. We'll make our way to the final 15, in regulation anyway. 17-14 Phoenix, and they're knocking on the Bethel door with a 2nd and 9 at the Bethel 13 when we come back on Worthy Road Studios.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority, Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
Well, if you are keeping score at home, and if you are, you need counseling, we go to the final 15 minutes. On the scoreboard, it's 17-14. And, Trevor, you look at the stats of this game for those folks that are doing that. First downs, 16-13 Phoenix. 5 of those passing. Bethel has 8. Total yards of the game, 284 to 192. Bethel's been on the short end of that stick all day long, haven't they?
Yeah, and unfortunately, I think the next statistic down is where you're really going to find the avenue for that. The 3rd down efficiency with Cumberland being was that 6 or 5 of 12, 5 of 13, 6 of 13? I mean, they've been on the field so much more today, and the Wildcats have not been able to get them off. And when the Cats have been in third down, they're only 2 of 7 from moving the chain. So when you're not able to be effective on third down, you're going to find yourself on the wrong side of things more often than not.
Yeah, it's 46% to 29%. Both came in right at 35%, so they've exceeded what they normally do, and Bethel has not exceeded what they normally do. Great shot there, as you see college or University Drive over there. That guy was speeding, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be second down at 9. I was only teasing MPD if you are watching the game. He really wasn't speeding. He really was. Parker in the gun. And let's see what the Phoenix call here offensively. Coach Mathis done a great job there through the years. Well respected. So is Coach Springer here at Bethel. Bethel jumped, but they did not come across. The play clock down to 15, down to 14. They moved the running back around, taking a long time to decide what they're going to do here. Now they move the receiver in tight. They got to run Parker. After all of that, they got to run him on the quarterback sneak, and he's tackled and lassoed down by Lewis. What a play by the leading tackler on this football team, ladies and gentlemen, Darian Lewis, the senior linebacker.
He's had a day. Already has an interception to his total, but he's also ranking up the tackles on his stat sheet. At halftime, I know he was tied with the team lead in tackles at 7. I'm sure he's eclipsed double digits now. He's just been flying all over the field today.
He is the epitome of what a linebacker should be and how they should play. Hounds himself well, reads defenses well. Look at him directing traffic there. It's going to be now 3rd and 12. The ball back at the 16. Still in field goal range, but the Cats would love to make him even go for that.
And that clock is still ticking.
Here's Parker. Look like some movement. No flags, and here's the pass, and it's caught. My goodness. Boy, oh boy. We had coverage there, Bethel did, and what a catch, a great catch. You just got to give it to the young man, and catching that football will be Isaiah O'Neal, his 2nd touchdown reception of the year, and Parker laid it beautifully right at him.
Yeah, Jaquavian Turner was there in pressure, but he just never got his head around, just kind of flailed his hands up there and really did not provide much of an issue for O'Neal there on that touchdown catch.
That's 16 yards out. Is that what that was?
Yes, it was 16 yards out.
Parker, guys, do you know he's the 3rd-string quarterback?
Wow.
That's what Ron Pavin told me at halftime.
Well, when your best team on the field as far as Bethel goes is getting carved up by a 3rd-team quarterback, it really makes you wonder, okay, we're not playing to the best of our potential today, and that's really been a concerning factor, especially with Cats now down 10 with 14:07 left to go here in the game.
Well, we mentioned earlier, one of the teams gets up 2 scores, it could be tough. Cats, the good news, plenty of time, 14:07, but you almost feel you got to go down and score this possession. A 30 back after this. Stay with us on the Bethel Football Network.
Don't get hit with big repair bills. Keep your heating system off the disabled list with a pre-season checkout from McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our technicians are specially trained to get your system in shape for the fall and winter seasons. You can sit back and enjoy the game, knowing our Daikin certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone happy and you off the bench. Let McCoy's tackle your system's maintenance. Your HVAC system's MVP, McCoy's Heating and Air.
Well, we've made our way to the 14:07 mark in the 4th quarter, and I feel really bad. I feel remiss. We've talked about him a lot. We've talked about all the gang up here. I wouldn't be able to function without all these people. But today's celebrating a birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Derek Hubble. Happy birthday to you. I'm not a bad singer. I was 2nd tenor in the Memphis State at that time.
That was better than I was expecting.
Yeah. They'd take us off the air, but it was bad. Here's the kick. Cats need some magic here, and they don't get it. Flag way back here at about the 33-yard line. Yeah, Hubble celebrating a birthday today. He doesn't look a day over 29, does he?
He's definitely still young in a lot of areas. Just wish we could get him a little bit more hair on the top, but that's, you know.
At least your 2nd tenor's better than Barney Fife's 1st tenor.
Well, that's true. Yeah, you're right. That's not saying much, but Hubble is one of the institutions here. You folks up at Cumberland, you'd know him if you saw him. He's done everything here. He's a tennis coach. He was tennis coach of the year 2 years ago, and done a great job rebuilding our tennis programs here. Done a wonderful job. He's a part of the SID team, and he is a guy that everyone – he's one of the more beloved people you'll ever meet, isn't he?
Yeah, Hubble's always around anything going on sports-wise. He's always going to be a constant figure here, and it's always a joy to work with.
Institution, no doubt about it. We kid him a lot. I got up about 5 o'clock this morning after about 4 hours of sleep after my high school broadcast last night. And the first thing I saw was at 3:08, I'm not feeling well. And I thought, oh, no, what do we do? So we went to the bullpen, pulled out O'Kelly here, Zach. And then Hubble was able to get here after all. So it's been great. But great to have them back. What was it, 2 years ago we brought a bunch of people back, was it? And yeah, that was, remember, of all you guys and gals that were here, remember one of my favorites, the Golden Girl was with us, remember? Yeah. Married with a kid now, 24-14. You tell Haley, you said, Haley, we need to move that water. Why? It's always why. But she was a great one. Well, if we're under the gun, that's an understatement. Down by 10 with 13:59. Still plenty of time with this offense, but got to get it clicking right now, don't we?
Yeah, that penalty right there gives us a chance to maybe get a good return to be able to expedite where the offense starts at, because unfortunately we've started majority of our drives outside of the first one from the third quarter inside our own territory. We need to try and get something going here today.
And that's a good start there. Bringing that ball back was Pressey. And Pressey and number 46 tangling up a little bit. Boston Follis. Follis' family's here watching.
You know, Pressey just really wanted to try and break that one. I think he was a little frustrated there at the extra hold on there from Follis as he was rolling him back over.
Just have not been able to get him involved in the offense today, have we?
No, and he's a fiery guy. He likes to have the ball in his hands.
Flag back at the 30.
Surely not another kick violation.
Personal foul. '89, illegal hands to the face.
Be Ryan Edmondson, the tight end from Murfreesboro, that'll be responsible for that flag.
Well, that's a good start there because that moves that ball all the way up over midfield into Phoenix territory. And Coach Mathis is not a happy trooper across the way. I brought my field glasses. They're down by the stat crew. That's great. I'm glad they're down there. You're going to see what he is really not happy at all over there. So instead of the ball being all the way back about the 30, the ball is up at the midfield stripe over it now at the 48-yard line of Cumberland. What a big break.
This is what the Cats needed.
Got to capitalize on it, though, don't you?
For sure.
13:53. Chance, play fakes, Rose. They've got people all over him back there. Now he's running and throwing and delivers it to Micah Jones. And no gain. He's right at the line of scrimmage where he caught the ball. And now a flag comes in.
I think that's absolutely deserved. That was number 95, Rashawn Randall, that had a little extra pop for Jordan Case, and number 4 for Bethel well after the whistle. And it was a unnecessary hit that is going to result for 15 yards going the Wildcats' direction.
So the Phoenix losing their composure a little bit. He's got to go out of the game too. And the DC's going to talk to him, and it's going to be a one-sided conversation.
Yeah, that's never one of those conversations you want to be taken a part of, and that's why you got to keep your emotions under control.
Sure do.
I wonder to see if this replay will be able to have it at the end of the play. Jones tries to be able to get open for Chance, wasn't able to hold on to the football because of the good hit right there. Play's over and dead. Whistle's being blown, and then bam, just unnecessary shove there from Randall of the Phoenix.
He was immediately trying to cop a plea to the official too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he knew he was in the wrong, and he was like, "No, I didn't do it." But yes, you did, son.
Good-looking
yes, you
athlete.
did.
Now the ball down to 33. And that didn't take much time off the clock at all. Here's a handoff. Kaysen, he may go in. He's at the 15, to the 10, to the 5, on his feet, still on his feet. He's going to score, folks. He dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Bethel!
What a run! That's how you respond. You get popped on an unsportsmanlike penalty, and you just say, "Here, take this." Wow!
My goodness, what an effort. Keeping his balance. Watch this replay. I don't even have to say anything. Look at this. What? Made him miss. Made him miss. Made him miss. Kept his balance.
Get
on
off
his feet.
me.
And then putting on the cake. Dives into the end zone.
Superman.
My goodness. That's the run of the year.
That's a response the Wildcats needed, as they are right back in this football game after this extra point we'll go through from Clutch.
The Phoenix didn't help themselves either with some penalties, but, man, you just cap that off with what a play by Kaysen.
47-second drive.
47-second?
27.
My goodness. And now Clutch and to boot it through. The holder puts the ball down. The kick is up, and that kick is good. The holder, Stafford Roditas, a McKenzie kid. 24-21. The Cats, not that they were ever out of it, are right back wheeling and dealing. We take a 30. We're back after this on the Bethel Football Network.
Let me tell you about the American dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton's Rug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
21, that's the bad news. The good news is all the momentum now. Mr. Moe shifted in the game after the Kaysen run that had this crowd on their feet and had this booth pretty well shouting as well. 33-yard scamper. Zach O'Kelly tells us it only took, 35 seconds off the clock, that score, that entire scenario?
After that re-kick, it took eight seconds off the clock due to the penalty from the first kickoff, and then from there, 27 seconds down the field, aided by a few penalties and one heck of a touchdown run from Jordan Kaysen.
SID. I hope my ghostwriter is taking notes on that run and bringing out the best in the story that you'll read later tonight at BethelAthletics.com. Here's the kick, and coming this way with a nice return. 25-30. Boy, he almost broke that thing.
Yeah, he did.
Good grief. That was a marvelous return by Keenan Hill. He's a dangerous player.
Yeah, when you get the ball in a dangerous returner's hands, anytime that they make a cut, you just have to worry that they may be able to go the distance.
Who's going to get this trip?
43, that may have been Javen Edmondson right there. That got the shoestring and was able to pull him down.
The sophomore from Summertown saved the day there. I'm not sure he'd gone all the way, but he'd been in Bethel territory, I bet. 13-25 left here in this game. The Cats trying to pull out this home win. They're 2-2 on the year. The bunch from Cumberland, 4-1. 24-21, 13-25. Parker hands it to his running back, and boy, on the stop is Brylan Jordan, wrapped up with authority, Caden Hatchett.
They've had that jet sweep working all day long, and that time the Wildcats committed 3 defenders to that side. Brown, Jordan, and I think that was also Jose Joyner, all went running right for that jet sweep, and they shut it down for a loss.
They've lost 5 on the play. It's 2nd down and 15. What do you do when you score? Your defense, you make a big stop and get the ball right back. That really, really takes the heart out of the other team. Parker drops. Parker's going to run. They run that play a lot today, too, and he didn't get much, maybe a yard.
Great job, Malik Brown, fighting off the tackle as soon as he saw the quarterback keeper and worked right to get to the hole.
12:35 left. Cats bring in now Travis Shaw, extra defensive back. They bring out the big guy, Darrell Howard. He lumbers out of the game, all 310 pounds of him. Good player, though, 24-21. I don't care how big you are. If you've got good feet, you're a good football player, and he's got pretty good feet.
No doubt.
12:15 left here in this game. Parker drops. Parker looks right, now throws left. Throws it down here in coverage, and that ball is incomplete. And great coverage by a couple of Wildcats. Down there is Kadarius Ransard, and who is the other player?
That was Jose Joyner. Jose Joyner came over the top and provided some extra help. As you watch here on the replay, I think he actually was the responsible party for knocking that ball away on the deflection, because Ransford was there, and then Joyner came over the top just to double make sure. That was a great defensive play there from the Cats.
You fall down by 10, what do? You don't give up. You're a Wildcat. They come right back and score in 35 seconds, and now the defense stymies any kind of momentum that Cumberland was trying to get back. And with 12:08 left in this game, Bethel trails 24-21 and could come out of this with decent field position. Back to receive this punt will be Alonzo Russell. He'll stand back at about his 30. Here's the punt. A low liner. And Russell will try to field it and bobble it and then pick it up and dive down on it at about the 33. Not bad field position, though. Cats will have it, 33, 34-yard line. Take your pick. 1st and 10 for the Wildcat offense now.
Yeah, it was a smart decision to go ahead and grab that and not let that sucker roll, because we've already seen this guy's pretty Cantor. He's pretty solid, or not Cantor, the punter, Gottlieb. He's pretty talented with that ball coming off his foot, as he stuck one inside the 5 earlier and had some really good ability punting the football. So good job by holding it there.
Ryan Kirk, it appears, will be the running back. Double check that number. He's hidden from me a little bit as Chance is right in my line of vision. Yep, that's him. Stacked receivers far side. Chance moves Kirk to his right. And at the 33, 1st and 10. Destin drops. Destin throws.
Got a man.
Got a man. He just flat beat, and that's Harvey. Harvey's had the big game. They say Harvey goes out of bounds across the way at about the 33-yard line. He scoots in the end zone, but, boy, he just flat beat his guy, and Chance laid a bullet. Watch this bullet he throws here.
It's a great job of the shoulder pump right there, and then just puts it right on a dot right at the 7 on his jersey. Great ball.
You can't throw a ball any better than that, and a great pattern run by Harvey. So from the 33 goes to the 32. The other one. 1st and 10. Handoff. Kirk. Kirk looking for room and dashes his way inside the 30. I think that ball popped out, but he falls back on it at about the 26. He's going to pick up about 7 yards. Well, the Cats not thinking field goal to tie. They're thinking right now to score to go ahead. Bethel down by 10, 24-14. And they came right back and scored. What time was it they scored? We'll double check that.
13:32, I believe.
Yep.
It was 14:07 and 13:32. Took
exactly
35
right.
total seconds off.
You're exactly right. Good memory and good recall. Chance in the pocket. Chance runs out of trouble. Fakes the throw. Now he's got to tuck it and run and dash out of bounds at about the 20.
It's a good job by Chance, just taking what the defense gave him. Gave a little pump fake, and good job there by Jones, number 13, to provide a block for him on the outer half to be able to move the chains.
Yeah, Jones had a good game today. He's played well, blocking and receiving. Well, the Cats now 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line of the Phoenix. Chance moves Kaysen to his right. Remember, Kaysen had the big run for the TD. They give it to him again. Kaysen trying to get outside and nothing there. They crash in on him with authority, 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah, that was a good job by the Phoenix defensive line. They got into the run gaps, had to force Kaysen outside on the left, and he just didn't have anything else there. And it was good gang tackling there once they got him wrapped up.
Cats will enjoy the open week this next week, get the bruises all healed up, and get ready to make the trip to the Patriots, University of the Cumberlands, the following Saturday. Then back here at home the following Saturday. So the 25th and then the 31st back here at homecoming. Here's the pass. Caught! And it's Chance to Harvey again with a leaping, hands over his helmet, catch, and the Cats have the lead.
What a throw from Dustin Chance. Watch this on the replay. You'll see the safety crashing to his right as the ball is put right in the window. And look at where this ball is put. Only place where his guy can get it, nobody else can. Cats put up 6 and have regained the lead.
Easy for me to say, but in the back of my mind, I didn't bring it up on the air, but in my back of my mind, you just felt like Bethel's offense would finally get clicking in this game, and they're doing that right now.
They sure are. It took them 3 quarters, but they are now starting to fire on our cylinders. Big run play from Kaysen to score a touchdown, and now Chance and his receivers are starting to connect and hit well with Harvey's touchdown right there.
Short, quick passes and routes. And more protection from the O-line. The kick is up, and that kick, ladies and gentlemen, is good by Clutch. It's 28-24 Cats. First time they've led here in a while. 9:43 left in the game. Defense now called upon to protect it. Back after this 30 on the BallGame Blitz.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitzcapes. Let's build something beautiful.
Welcome back here to Walter Butler Stadium here in McKenzie, Tennessee. But as we're watching this Mid-South Conference matchup between the Cumberland and University Phoenix and your Bethel University Wildcats. Wildcats just connected on a strike from Dustin Chance to Ray Harvey in the back left corner of the end zone to take the lead 28-24 with 9:43 left as the Wildcats are set to kick off to see what they can hold on to this football lead.
Thanks to our great stat crew today, Derek and Shante and Zach. Bethel has never, and here's the kick. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Now they go with the reverse, and they try to go far side right, and that didn't work to the 20-yard line. And the Cat special team coverage, brilliant. Well, Bethel has never had total advantage in yards. They still don't, but it's 293 to 293.
Well, that it took them 3 quarters to gain that advantage, Cumberland did, but the Cats have stormed back here in this fourth quarter, and I would say they probably put over 100 on them right now just in this quarter alone.
Bethel came up with a big interception that led to a score, and then credit the Phoenix. They came back and bounced back, led by 10 late or early in the fourth quarter. And all that's changed. It was 24-14, and all of a sudden 2 quick scores. It's 28-24 Bethel. Parker, 9:34. He puts Hatchett in motion. They don't give it to him. They give it to the running back, and carrying it, that's going to be Cherno, and he's going to get decent yards up to about the 25. He picks up 5. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. Well, they have not run that play today. They've gone off that a couple of deviations, but the running back, almost like a counter play, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got to give it to Jacob Cornijo. He's been running the football very hard today, and he's been a tough tackler for the Wildcat defense to stop, but they were able to hold him up, but only for a gain of 5.
Cumberland's had 12 more snaps in Bethel, 60-48. They go back to the running back again. He crashes his way and didn't get anything. Darian Lewis and others right there, Johnny on the spot. Lewis is a player.
Lewis, he's a great athlete and probably even better man. He's a joy to talk to anytime you talk with him, and he just plays this game with such ferociousness that it is intoxicating to watch.
He applauded that time after the play, but it was reserved applause if there was ever any. I mean, it wasn't really out exaggerated or anything. He just believes in himself, and I love the way he handles himself. His demeanor is outstanding.
For sure.
And you know him personally even more than I do. Yeah. 28-24, 8-18. 3rd down and 3. Big play here. The Cats would love to make them punt it or make them think about it. Tight end sets down to the right. They put Hatchett in motion. They give it to the running back, though, and he is able to move his way and get the 1st down and absolutely keeps the legs churning. Cajerno does, and he's up across the 30 to the 34. 1st and 10, Phoenix.
Yeah, this Phoenix offense is now trying to utilize their jet sweeps with Hatchett because they know the Wildcat defense is swelling out to the outside to try and keep him contained, and that's what's opening up that inside run for Cornijo.
A little after 4 o'clock here in West Tennessee, McKenzie, Tennessee, Walter Butler Stadium. We got underway at 1:30. 28-24 is a quickly played first quarter and a half, and then sort of slowed down a little bit, but it's been a great game to call. 1st and 10, Parker. He sure doesn't look like a third-string quarterback.
He hasn't carried himself as one either.
He's looking for running room that time and nowhere to go. I mean, people all over him. Leading the charge that time was Tyson Hornbuckle and others. Bethel's game tackling has been superb today.
Yeah, as soon as one guy gets a good wrap-up, there's at least 3 or 4 other Cat defenders that are rushing towards the football trying to keep containment, and it's been awesome to see.
Did you see on that replay where Lewis just shrugged off the blocker? He just took him and slung him down to the ground.
Yeah, he's a beast in many facets. He would not be somebody I would want to be face lined up against, no doubt.
2nd down and 9. Phoenix in no hurry. 28-24 showing some confidence that they think they moved the ball down the field. It's a 28-24 game. Both teams have exceeded their average per scoring per game. Here's the pass over the middle. It's caught by the tight end. That ball was tipped up in the air and then caught by Devin Williams, and he caught it.
Brandon Hill is going to be having nightmares about that play.
Are they ruling it incomplete? They're ruling it incomplete.
Yeah, I think they're going to talk about it. But Brandon Hill, he moved off of his assignment on the edge because there were 2 receivers on the far side. He moved off of it, came into the box, read the change and the play action, bled to the tight end, put two hands on it, and didn't come up with it.
Incomplete.
It ends up being a positive result for the Cats, but I think Hall is going to be really upset. As you watch Hall right there, number 9, he reads it, jumps underneath it, has it right in his breadbasket, and just can't hang on.
I think they say the ball popped loose there before he hit the ground, and that's what they call 3rd down now and 10. What a big we've had some plays that have been just mood changers, to say the least, in this game.
No doubt.
6.5 left. 28-24. Bethel's fought back to take a 4-point lead. 3 receivers, top of your screen. Parker looks that way, throws that way, and it's incomplete and almost picked off.
And that was Darrell Miller that was fighting to get on the inside position right there. He did a great job of reading the quarterback's eyes. As soon as the ball came out, Miller was fighting for inside position, did a swim move. Ball tipped up. He couldn't catch it, but great defensive play there from Miller.
The Phoenix are going to put the ball in the hands of the defense, or the game in the hands of the defense. They're going to punt it, and a smart decision. It's 4th and 10. At your own 33, you got to punt the ball here. 6:23. So Bethel's offense can run the clock out or even go down and score and put it away. Take your pick. Scoring would be the best thing. But the bottom line is it's going to be all on the Phoenix defense if they can hold Bethel and get the ball back, because they got to punt it away.
And it's probably the better decision, because with the way the Bethel offense is firing it here in this 4th quarter, you want them to go a longer distance than if you were to go for it and not get it here.
Yeah, it's like the Giant woke up. Not that they were asleep. Credit Cumberland with a lot of that, as their defensive line and linebackers, I thought, really control a lot of that first half.
Yeah, they've played a very stout football game, and I know they're on the wrong side of the score as of right now, but their defense has been very stout and have really kept the Wildcats from being explosive like they have been all season until this 4th quarter.
Not a good segue. Who do you like tonight, the Cubs or the Brewers?
I'm saying Cubs. I would like to see the Cubs.
I hope the Cubs win it.
Nothing against Milwaukee. I think they've been a great story, but just the October baseball in Wrigley, how can you beat it?
Well, when the Yankees knocked out, I'm going to the National League now, even if it's the Dodgers. 28-24, Cats up by 4. Handoff. They'd love to run this ball for a few first downs, and the handoff is there, but it's not much. Stockton carried it for about 2 yards to the 37.
2 yards in a cloud of pellets.
No doubt about it.
On a turf field.
No doubt about it. And it is pellets. No doubt about it. So at the 37, it's going to be 2nd down and 8, under 6 minutes. Well, I'll say this. Most of the crowd over there in the cars, they brought the tents. They're probably watching or listening to us, and they've stuck around. They've enjoyed it. It's been a freebie for them today.
Yeah, that's always got to – you don't have much of a, now we're going to have a second flag. I think we may have 2 penalties on the Cats here.
No.
First one was going to be a false start. I'm not sure if it's on the wideouts or if it's on the left side of the line. And then I think we got some choice words that were said in the vicinity of an official that will add on, which is just going to make the Wildcat drive even harder to move the chains and keep this time running down.
Well, like I kept saying, it was in the mid-70s to 77. It's climbed up to 80 degrees, 28-24. You'd never know it up here, though. It's been so comfortable up here.
It's been a beautiful day.
Little breeze. Here's illegal motion, false start. They get Jones. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Who did they get on the unsportsmanlike?
I think they got 66.
Jaden
Taylor, the center, yeah. I think he was running his mouth a little bit, and that sometimes you run your mouth, you can get in trouble with it too.
In high school, I still hear those chants. You can't do that. 28-24. Well, I'm sure Coach Springer in the game will talk to him about that. That's something you don't want to happen anytime, but especially when you're trying to protect the lead and you have a manageable 2nd and 8, and now it's going to be second down and forever.
2nd down and 28. Add 20 yards of penalties onto that after that last play.
Instead of moving toward Tresvant, we're moving back toward Henry. Here is Chance back there. 28-24. Yeah. Como homecoming? Yep. I've never been to that one. I don't anticipate going there anytime soon. Here's Chance in the pocket. Some time, scooting around, buying himself some time. Now throws a sidearm, incomplete. Just did what he had to do. Try to stay alive, not get sacked, and then throw it away.
Yeah, he did a great job there of keeping keeping his composure, keeping his eyes downfield, and then almost looks like he was a shortstop trying to throw a charging baseball to first base on this throw.
3rd and 28 from your own 17, trying to protect a 4-point lead with 5:24. Let's see what Coach Drew Chance calls up here. Chance hands it off to the running back, and that's Stockton, and he's not going to get the first down. He's going to go over the 20, get by a little room up to about the 22, 23-yard line. And they got to get all the way to the 35, so they'll have to punt it. And Logan Miller, certainly capable of hitting one out of there, averaging 38.
Hasn't had the best of days getting him off the right boot, so hopefully on this one he can get him some space and be able to just send one down, because they're going to need to push it down the field and make Cumberland have to earn getting into the red zone here.
And barring something that happens here unforeseen, now the thing shifts. It's going to be in Bethel's defense's hands to win the game, to try to stop them and not let them take the lead back. 28-24 Cats, under 5 minutes. Play clock at about 17. Yeah, they're coming at him, don't they, Zach? They got everybody in the line of scrimmage coming at him, and he gets it away. And all in all, not a bad punt. That ball is going to hit and take a great roll, and now it's going to be fielded here by Cumberland and running out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. And not taking any other kind of damage will be number 82. That's going to be Rogers, who had the big score earlier. Well, here's your scenario now. 4:44 left in the game. Bethel leading 28-24, and it's going to be the Phoenix ball at their own 34-yard line.
This is really setting out to be a bow-your-neck situation for the Cats defense, because if they want to earn this football victory, they're going to have to do it with them on the field.
Each 11 knows their task. Cumberland knows they've got to score. A field goal does them no good. Bethel's defense knows they can't give up the score. Who's going to have the most gas left in the tank here on this 80-degree day now? 4:44, and Parker's in the gun. Bethel's defense shifting around. Parker play faked.
Wants to throw. A man.
Going down here, and he's got a man open. And he catches that football inside the 15-yard line.
That's Rogers again.
Yeah, Rogers caught it. And on the coverage that time was Kadarius Ransford. And what a bullet Parker threw, and a great catch under duress by the receiver.
He made one move and got behind Ransford that quickly, and all Parker had to do is just line it up and let him go run underneath it, and that was not at all what the Wildcat defense wanted to have happen on play one on that drive.
Ball at the 15-yard line. That only took 30 seconds. We approach the 4-minute mark now after that. The ball is going to be at the 15, 1st and 10. Again, a field goal does them no good unless they kick a field goal and had another possession, which is not probably likely with 3:50 left here now. Handoff, running back, and that's going to be that Payne, or is that – no, that's
Corner Joe.
Corner Joe carrying it in.
Yeah.
He crashes his way down near the 10.
This is a real unique position, because at what point, if you're the Wildcats, are you going to start trying to be worried? Because they've been a very good red zone scoring team for what their season has been, but they have not been one today. We remember back in the first quarter, they had that 4th and goal attempt that they tried to run a quarterback or a halfback play at the quarterback position and snap the ball over his head. And so you wonder if they're going to just trust their defense and see if they can keep him out there and hold them to keep him out of the end zone.
Excuse me, Trevor. Coming in today, in 16 red zone possessions, Cumberland had scored 11 touchdowns. 28-24. They're just draining the clock. Play clock down to 2, down to 1. They get it off, and here's they came precariously close to not getting that snap off. It was 2nd and 6 from the 11. And what did he get? Let's wait and see as they untangle the bodies here.
I think they're going to rule him just short, be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, you're going to be 3rd down in a yard. They're just saying, okay, it's power football. We're going to go back to basics. O-line, you do your job. Running back, follow a block, get a crease and score. It's going to be 3rd down in a yard, and obviously 2-down territory here, I would think. We're down to 2:22, so they're taking enough time off the clock that they feel like they got to score here. And It's got to be a touchdown, no field goal.
And they can get inside the 5-yard line and still have another fresh set of downs. So this is all Cumberland right now.
Parker trying to find a little bit of crease.
Oh, I don't think he got there. He didn't get there.
He did not get there. And the guy that made the stop is one Brightland Jordan, who's had a heck of a game. It's going to be 4th and a yard.
Now I think we're going to have a timeout either for measurement or to hold some of the clock up, because now it's getting to a point, if they do get it, Cats aren't going to have another chance if they just allow time to keep running off the clock.
We're going to keep it here, and it's going to be 4th and a yard at about the 6-yard line, and it comes down to this. If the Cats can stop them, you're going to win the game. If they don't, well, it's still up for grabs. See what Chris Beauchamp, the defensive coordinator, and the defensive line coach, and, of course, Chris Springer calls the things on the defensive side as well. So ball's right at the 5. He's got to get just inside the 5. Where's that?
Yeah, just
it's
at
less
the
than a
5.
yard. It's less than a yard.
This year, the pros, you'd be expecting a tush push or something similar of the sort to be coming. But based on they just tried to do a little quarterback sneak and the Wildcat defense stifled them, I don't know what they'll try to do.
What was it, William the Refrigerator Perry for the Bears years ago? It tells you my age.
Mm-hmm. Refrigerator Perry.
They'd bring him in. I was watching some games last weekend, a couple of games off and on, and I forget the games it was, but I saw two different guys, two different offensive linemen score touchdowns last week. Well, right at the 5, 4th and a yard for the Phoenix. Bethel leads the game 28-24, and it comes down to what team makes the big play here. They've been successful with their running back for the most part. That time they did not go to him. They stayed with Parker. And Parker's shown he's a pretty good runner, but that thing was just stacked up. 22 people within about 5 yards of the football. The crowd trying to get in this thing and implore the Wildcats to hang on. The bench, as you see on your screen, doing likewise. It comes down to this. Here's your game. Parker's in the shotgun this time.
Going to be running some kind of RPO with this type of formation.
They don't feel like they can go inside and get it. The Cat D-line digging in. They put Hatchett in motion. They go, though, now. And he did not. I'm not sure. I don't think he got it.
I think that's Cats football.
I think the Cats held him. Let's wait and see. They'll have to untangle the bodies. The line judge will come in with 1:51 left. And I don't think he got it.
Both judges ran closer to the 6-yard line than they did the 4.
The defense saying they held. And they're adamant about it. And the Wildcats have stood their ground. And they hold them out. What a defensive play. 2 straight plays. And watch this replay. Surprised by the call?
No, not at all. You knew they were going to have to try and go with Cornigeau because he's been running the football so well today, but the Wildcat defense led by Tyson Hornbuckle, who was the one I believe that got in there to make first contact.
He lost the length of the football there, I think.
I think so too. But that was just big-time bow-your-neck defense from the Wildcat defensive line, and it looks like, bearing any mistakes, they can hold out and figure out a way to find this football, put this football game in the win column.
Bethel down early in the fourth quarter, 24-14, has fought back to lead by 4, 28-24, and then put the ball or the game in the hands of the defense, and the defense delivered one of the great stops of all time in that north end zone. Chance has it, hands it off to Kaysen. Kaysen hit and tumbles his way like the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yeah, a point of note, Cumberland still has 3 timeouts, and they'll go ahead and take one right now. As you see Kaysen hobbling off the field as he got popped in that left leg again.
That was a great tackle that time by Cannon Johnson. That's a great name for a defensive back.
Yeah, he shot out of there like a cannon big time.
Did. Let's take a quick 30. We're back. Only picked up a yard, 1:33 with 2 more timeouts, so it's not over yet. Stay with us. This is Bethel football.
Hey Jackson, it's game time, and the winning lineup is right here at Chuck Hutton Nissan. Our top players are ready to take the field. Rogue, Sentra, Pathfinder, Altima, and Kicks. Big savings, special incentives, and Nissan's built to win the game. Don't sit on the sidelines. Run to Chuck Hutton Nissan today and make the winning drive home in your new Nissan. Chuck Hutton Nissan just off I-40, exit 80 or 80B on Van Drive in Jackson, Tennessee.
Welcome back to Walter Butler Stadium here. Cats trying to figure out a way to get a first down and ice this game away. being up 28-24. Chance will be in shotgun, has Stockton on his right hip.
Here's another big play. Give it to Stockton. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. He's at the 5. Another timeout. Well, they took it with what, 1:35 left?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're
1:28 now.
They're going to go ahead and burn all of them as long as they can keep the Cats from getting a first down.
Yeah, they have no other recourse. Well, if you're Bethel, do you think about putting it up and trying to convert, or you just go ahead and run it again and put the ball game back in your hands of your defense?
If this was in the first 3 quarters, I would say no. Just trust your defense, because your defense has fought hard to keep you in the game, and still even now you can still trust your defense. Just got to make sure that you get a good punt out of hopefully get past the 50. But I will say the way Chance and his receivers were working early on in this fourth quarter, you almost have to wonder if, doing a little shoulder pump fake and taking a deep shot may not be advantageous, because it's going to be there. Him and Harvey have connected multiple times today on that little shoulder fake and deep ball throw. It's just a matter of what you feel is best for your team's success moving forward.
Be a great win for the Cats going into an open week with a tough opponent in the Cumberlands 2 weeks from today, and then Georgetown back here the following week on homecoming. Make a big difference in your entire season, the whole complexity of it. Well, Chance is going to stand back in his end zone with 1:28. And let's see what they call here. Phoenix holding the ground, not jumping off sides, giving him anything cheap.
Cannon Johnson looks like he's going to be trying to bring pressure if possible.
And Chance play fakes it and then wants to throw it out of the end zone, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Incomplete.
And there's a flag. That may be the ball game right there.
And make it Harvey, who's been the difference, I think, in this game, the guy that drew the flag. How about that? Harvey, the intended receiver, and they came in on him, and one of the defenders got there too early.
Only thing I can think of with how late that flag was, it may have been defensive holding and not necessarily pass interference.
In your screen there, you folks would know him. That was Cal Allen, the great SID of Cumberland. He was not happy with that result. Excuse me, Trevor. That's your game.
That sure does look like it.
1:23 is going to be pass interference. And Bethel's going to win this game. The Wildcats, I wouldn't say come from the dead, but they had 1 foot in the grave, one on a banana peel, down 24-14 early fourth. They come right back. This is the 29th meeting between the two programs. Phoenix leading the series 16-12. Bethel had won 3 in a row until last year when CU won 21-14 in Lebanon. So a big win for this program. And a big win for Chris Springer and his staff. And for the kids. And Bethel will go in the victory formation, ladies and gentlemen, with 1:23. And we've got the Phoenix jumping over there. And now we got a little skirmish going on.
Here we go. Here we go.
Flags now flying. More flags coming in. Well,
at some point you just got to remember to keep your composure and just, understand they're fighting. They're frustrated. They're fighting. And, you just retaliate and it's not going to solve anything. And that'll also come with a stop.
Foul.
Yeah, that'll come with a stoppage of play, too, because it'll be a foul on Bethel. And Cumberland will still have a timeout, so there is still a chance that they could get the ball back with a fraction of time left.
28-24, your score. Coach Springer will join us in the postgame. You'll read about the game tonight on BethelAthletics.com. I'm sure it will be an award-winning story about a nice win here, 28-24. We had walkie-talkies. I'm not sure what happened to them, Hub. Eric should be down there. I think they're active in the PA booth. They won't need them now, Hub. We'll get Coach Springer up immediately and talk to him. And some of the folks head to the house. Personal foul. Personal foul on Bethel.
Well, and that's a blessing that they're offsetting penalties too.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, the Cats come from 24-14 down, and you go back, Trevor, and the whole thing turned when we scored with 35 seconds ticking off the clock only in that first score. That was the big – and then remember the defensive stand. Bethel scores to make it 24-21, and then the defense goes right back out there and holds them 3 up, 3 down.
Yeah, that was a big momentum swing of the game, because not only did your team get fired up by being able to respond to giving up that other touchdown so quickly, but then just having, both sides of the ball
Coach
operating
Mathis,
it.
Excuse me, Trevor. Coach Mathis is not a happy trooper over there. Man, he's upset.
Can't necessarily blame him, because it's definitely not been a fun afternoon in terms of the second half for his Phoenix players, especially considering that one drive with the 35 seconds that came off the clock, because there were multiple penalties that led to that drive unfolding.
Bethel's going to move now to 3-2. The Phoenix will fall to 4-2. But you know what this does too? Bethel will go to 2-0 in the conference. How about that?
That's awesome, especially in Coach Springer's year one. That only means for good things to come too.
And they'll be underdogs when they go to Cumberlands 2 weeks from today. But that's a winnable game. And no disrespect to any of these people. Georgetown will come here, and the Tigers struggling, if you're a Georgetown fan, not by some measure struggling, but by Georgetown standards they are. Campbellsville will be a tough one there, and Lindsey Wilson will be a tough one here. So if you could get out of this thing at 4-2, 5-2, and then take your chances at Campbellsville, and you never know Lindsey Wilson, this could turn into a pretty good season for the Wildcats.
For sure. And it's always impressive to respond after dropping your first two. I mean, the game at Mary Hardin Baylor, a team that they beat here at home last year.
A winnable game this year, and just let it get away.
Just let it slip out of their hands, really. Just didn't have enough didn't have enough juice in the tank. And then the unfortunate forfeit down in Kaiser. You put a season together where you're, undefeated in conference play and something of that nature, not to get too far ahead of our skis, but that would be a resounding success in year one of Coach Chris Springer.
At that time, Kaiser was number 2 in the country. Bethel trailed 7-0 with 2:21 left in the first. I mean, it was a game.
No doubt.
I mean, obviously they would still been favored, but you'd like to have played it out.
Yeah, Cumberland did decide to finally take that last time out, and that should do it, as we believe it makes what?
May have to snap it one more time, and that would be it.
Yep, I believe so. I think we'll have to snap it once it gets under 40, and then it'll be 4th down, but it will not matter at that point in time, as the Wildcats will put a W in the win column here at home tonight.
A phrase I've liked to use through the years, the comeback cats, and that's what they've been here in this fourth quarter as they fell down. And I will tell you this, I didn't feel real good when we were down 24-14, but I kept thinking in the back of my mind throughout the game, as I said earlier, you just felt like there was a point where Bethel's offense would get going. And, again, credit a lot of that to Cumberland. They really played, I thought, a heck of a game.
Yeah, no, this has been a hard-fought football game from both teams.
No doubt, and good sportsmanship as they shake hands as the Wildcats win this thing 28-24. Traveling mercies to Tim Mathis, his staff, and his kids and fans, as they brought a pretty good contingent of fans down from Lebanon as well, as they go back home. The happy final here, Bethel wins at 28-24. We'll take a 2-minute break, be back. Stats, Trevor will take a look at that. We'll get a scoring recap as well. Some post-game comments from Coach Springer. And the Wildcats win it on this beautiful Saturday afternoon in McKenzie, 28-24. Back right after this.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Does shelter insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
What's going on, son?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, you can count on Shelter's local agents to help you protect what matters most.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
This is how we Friday night.
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 Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the BallGame Blitz Sports Network as we just got done watching a spectacular game between the Wildcats of Bethel University and the Phoenix of Cumberland University. Bethel is victorious and will move to 3-2 on the season with the final score of 28-24. And just to run down some statistics for you, both teams were equal at 19 first downs total. The biggest point of note is third down efficiency as Cumberland was 44%, 8 of 18, and the Wildcats were 3 of 10 for 30%. Ultimately did not end up hurting the Wildcats in the end. Net passing yards, Cumberland ended up throwing the ball for 238 yards while the Wildcats passed for 223. And the net rushing yards, the Wildcats rushed for 71 yards with Cumberland rushing for 129. The average for the game rushing yards per attempt, both were very minuscule in comparison to how many times they both tried to run it, as Cumberland was averaging 2.6 yards per rush with Bethel averaging 2.4. For your individual stats, Jake Parker was 10 of 21 for 238 through the air for 3 touchdowns and 1 interception for Cumberland. Dustin Chance was 15 of 27 for 223 for 2 touchdowns and no interceptions for the Cats. And on the rushing end, Jacob Cornejo had 24 attempts but only ran for 41 yards, which, considering how hard he ran the football today, does not seem to actually reflect how hard he was running. It seemed like he was on top of it very much all day long. Rod Payne had 8 carries for 34 yards. Jake Parker had 11 carries for 31 yards, and Caden Hatchett had 5 carries for 10 yards, most of them on them jet sweeps. For the Wildcats, Jordan Kaysen had 7 carries for 48 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ryan Kirk had 4 carries for 11 yards, averaging 2.8 yards a carry. Jarvis Stockton had 6 carries for 8 yards, and Dustin Chance carried the ball 12 times for 4 yards, all mostly on scrambles. To round up the stats, Ray Harvey had the big day receiving today as he had hauled the ball in 9 times for 148 yards for 2 touchdowns. Micah Jones made 3 receptions for 40 yards. Alonzo Russell got into the stat sheet with 2 receptions for 24 yards, and Ryan Kirk also had a reception for 11 yards. For Campbellsville, Jarius Rogers was the big receiver as he only had 2 receptions, but he had 131 yards on the day with a touchdown. Caden Hatchett had 4 receptions for 54 yards and a touchdown. Isaiah O'Neal had 2 receptions for 39 yards and a touchdown. Devin Williams also had a grab for 9 yards, and Isaac Finch had a grab for 6. Those are all your individual stats as we are going to be waiting for head coach Chris Springer to come join us. And Diamond Dave, this has been a fun day.
Fun day. Actually, we're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, Christopher Reasons and Ben and Paul, they had some of the scoring highlights for us. We're going to come back and look at those before Coach Springer joins us as we close it out here. The Cats win it 28-24. Back right after this 30.
Don't get hit with big repair bills. Keep your heating system off the disabled list with a pre-season checkout from McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our technicians are specially trained to get your system in shape for the fall and winter seasons. You can sit back and enjoy the game, knowing our Daikin certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone happy and you off the bench. Let McCoy's tackle your system's maintenance. Your HVAC system's MVP, McCoy's Heating and Air.
Welcome back here to McKenzie, Tennessee, Walter Butler Stadium here at Bethel University, as Wildcats are victorious by a final score of 28-24 over the Cumberland Phoenix. And we have some highlights to go over here from the second half, starting out with the Cumberland big pass play that was this is the first half, my apologies, as this is
79-yard pass play.
Yeah, that was a unreal track speed there from, what was that? That was Jarius Rogers, that's right. Rogers just blew past the Wildcat defense, and Wildcats couldn't even get close to him, and that was the start of our scoring this afternoon. When you go and you see the Wildcat response, Jordan Kaysen gets the carry from Dustin Chance and runs right into the purple end zone on the Henry side of the Walter Butler Stadium field, as you said, Mr. Dave, and that evened things up at 7. Then Cumberland answered with Parker trying to roll out to his right, flipped the ball down to Hatchett, who caught it at the 25, and he was gone, especially after a block from Rogers on Kadarius Rancifer, and he was in for 6. That was all of our scoring for the first half, but now we go to the second half with this highlight, which Darian Lewis making a Superman interception to start off the third quarter to help the Cats propel a touchdown drive, as Chance is getting the snap. He rolls out to his right and then fires a beautiful ball right to Ray Harvey. Caught it at the 5, and he was into the end zone for 6. That evened the game up at 14 apiece. Then goodness gracious, I've been tired of talking. Cumberland responds with a big touchdown throw to take the lead 24-14 after they had already had a field goal later on in the third quarter, and that put them up 10. But then Jordan Kaysen responded with probably the best run of the day, the best play of the day, as he breaks not 1, not 2, but 3 tackles. Superman dives into the end zone and puts the Wildcats back in a position to be in this football ball game. Then probably the next big play you have Dustin Chance hitting Ray Harvey in a small little window on a double move. Perfect ball execution, perfect catch, and right on time, and the Wildcats take the lead 28-24. And the last big play on 4th and goal, Cats defense needs to stand. Parker gives to Cornigio. He tries to run it up the middle, is stifled by Travis Shaw and the Wildcat defense. He does not make it back to the 5, and the Wildcats take over and win the football game 28-24.
Outstanding job by Christopher, and with the replays. Great job by you describing them as well, Trevor. Let's take another break, a 2-minute break. We'll come back. Post-game comments from Coach Chris Springer. Actually, just make it a minute break. We'll come back after 60 and talk to the victorious coach. He knew he had it all the time. Down 24-14, early fourth. The Cats, it's the comeback Cats, led by a lot of folks, but Ray Harvey, what a night. 9 receptions, 148 yards, and 2 TDs. We'll talk to Chris about him and others right after this. Stay with us. This is Bethel Football.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
And welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the post game. The Cats win at 28-24. Bethel fell down 24-14 early in the fourth quarter. Great drive that was short-lived, only 35 seconds, then came right back, and the defense did what you want a defense to do when you score and get the momentum back. What did they do? They shut Cumberland down, made them punt it, and after that, Bethel pulled away and won it 28-24. Before that, though, a first half that was really a defensive struggle for both teams, and or offensive struggle for both teams, but the defensive units, Chris Springer, really I thought were superb, both of them. I mean, they went tooth and nail the first half. And it was a heck of a ball game, the entire game, but that first half had to be tough for a coach to be on that sideline because I just kept feeling like we would finally get it together and start rolling, and we did that. But, boy, they're a good football team.
Yes, sir, they are. There were a lot of times early on where we were in position and just weren't able to come out with the play on our side. So it was just a matter of these young men sticking together, continue to play and fight for each other. And, Cumberland's a tough in-state team for us. I know it meant a lot for these guys to really try to dig in and find a way to play a gritty game and win it.
Chris, you look at this game, too, in its entirety. I mean, I guess you could start with stats, which we tend to do in the media, but you look at Lewis, 16 tackles, Jordan, 13 total tackles. Those guys were superb, but there was a lot of other folks that made big plays too, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. It was a group effort. There's some guys that don't show up in the stat sheets or some tackles that may not show up with an asterisk on the stat sheet, but they were huge plays throughout the game. We gave up a long touchdown reception there at the end, but the young man didn't give up. He found a way to get it down, and I always tell these guys, if you get it down, guys, and give us one more chance to play, I know you'll stop them. And came down a crucial fourth down, and they were able to come up with a big, huge stop for us.
I've called games here for 15 years. And I don't know what it is. It seems like the north end zone is always the end zone where things happen down there. And most of the time, good for us.
Yeah.
But talk about those two big plays, third down and fourth down. Parker tried to get in, then the running back tried to get in, and, boy, our guys, they were Johnny on the spot.
Yeah, it was just a gritty effort by everyone involved. And I'm so proud of these young men and their fight and how they go about the week and just the process of things.
Chance was Chance. I mean, 2 touchdowns today, and he threw some passes that you see pros make.
Yeah, we always joke all the time. If we have him back there, we got a chance.
Sure.
So,
I love that.
Yeah,
or even a second chance anyway, don't
right,
we?
Right.
I thought it was a coming out party for Ray Harvey. What a game today. You look at his stats. Ray had 9 catches, 148 yards. 36 his longest, too, but he made some spectacular ran some great routes and then made some great plays.
Yeah, he's really taken advantage of the opportunity. All these wideouts have been working hard. And then, same thing with those guys on that side of the ball. It's credit to everyone else running the routes the proper way to help get him open. Other guys are drawing attention from some of the other games where they've been able to light it up a little bit more in the stats. So I'm just proud of him and all the wideouts and the progression that they're making week to week.
Trevor brought this up in the analysis of when we were doing the play-by-play. He brought the fact that we have some weapons, and I like the way we use a lot of them. But they took Pressey basically out of the game. They weren't going to let him beat them, were they?
Right. That's what it was looking like earlier on. So, we knew we wanted to try to go back to some of the matchups that we liked. throughout the week, and just that we were able to see. And, I credit these coaches too. They went in at halftime and made the much-needed adjustments where they needed to be made, and that's what it's going to take when you're playing very competitive teams, especially in this conference. But they never wavered, went in there. We made the adjustments we needed to make based off the looks we were getting for the run game and the pass game, and that was the ultimate difference in the end.
Bethel really never had an advantage in total yards until it became 293 to 293. You look at the yardage at the end, it came up 367 to 294, but that's a stat that I always like to look at, and how many snaps. They had 71 snaps, we had 56, but still, when we utilized that fourth quarter too, we made our snaps count, didn't we?
Yes, sir, and that's just trying to take advantage of every opportunity. We had some rough moments in the game, and we had to shake it off and just continue to chop wood, carry water, and we gave ourselves a chance at the end, and these young men were able to pull it off. So.
Obviously, you're a lot younger than I am, but life has its way of knocking us down. And the old adage is not what you do when you go down, it's what you do after you go down. And we responded today. I'm really proud of these kids. I mean, you're down 24-14. I never gave up on us, but I said when we got that ball, the down 10, I said, we got to go down and score this thing or this thing could be over, and we did exactly that. And then again, the defense held. But you got to be so proud of, how these kids responded to adversity.
Yes, sir. This was an experience for us all. We'll continue to take this hard-fought win and allow it just to take this momentum into the bye week. And we'll continue to get better for it. This is a great win for our program and these young men.
I said that in the close. What a great win for us. And, we media people and even SIDs and ADs, you look down and you think, okay, all right, we win this thing, we're 3-2. Cumberlands will be an underdog when we go there probably, but it's a winnable game. Then you go back and you speculate, okay, Georgetown, they're good, but they're not the Georgetown of maybe a bowl. They're still good, though. And then you look at Campbellsville and Lindsey Wilson. There's a chance this team could really wind up having a great season.
Yeah, I mean, we're
right there in front of us. It's
yes, sir.
There for the taking, isn't it?
We're not trying to look too far ahead and look too far behind.
Coaches don't like that. I know.
It's these young men are there's still work to be done, and I really think they're committed to the process and just doing the little things that it takes. Although we weren't able to get it always done, they're staying true to it. So if we continue to get better throughout this bye week, we'll probably be an underdog going into every game throughout the rest of the season, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I think these guys are going to continue to play with a chip on their shoulder. We talked about it last night. We don't need anything extra after the play. We don't need any extra we try not to use extra motivation, but sometimes it helps when you're playing a rival for to have that extra motivation. So we're just trying to continue to move progress.
I know you'll be careful. I don't want to close out the interview this way, but I know you'll be careful how you say it, and I'll be careful what I say too. But we had the unfortunate big penalties against us there. They called unsportsmanlike, unnecessary roughness or whatever. But I didn't agree with the call. But I said, the thing is, though, what do we do? What we have to do, shake it off, dig down deeper, and just come back and not let it define this game.
Yeah, and that's what these young men were doing. They were able to pick each other up. I lost my cool a little bit there throughout the time, and those guys picked me up. They said, hey, Coach, we got it. Hey, shake it off. And, they dig deep, and we're able to hold them to a field goal there. And
sure. That's big.
It was a lot of player-led leadership that was able to help us in the fourth quarter get this win right here.
I'd be remiss if I started trying to name linebackers that have been such impact players here. I've been here 15 years, and you've coached most of them. But I don't know, Lewis he's getting up here among the top ones of all time, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's just
I love his demeanor, too. He doesn't get up and celebrate. He just goes about his business.
Great all-around athlete, does everything we ask from him on and off the field. Has just been a great leader and just role model for everybody on the team since the moment he's got here. He's right out of Brighton, Tennessee. So
more Cardinal.
Anytime you can get a good local product, come in and want to stay and just really loves Bethel, and it's he's been a great asset to this program.
I saw you down there with your lovely family before you came up. Go down and enjoy the game with them, have a nice dinner, and wish Hubble a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
He's 38 and holding today.
I tried to bring one of my girls up here with me, but they got stage fright, so she went on back with Mama.
We got to get them up here. Chris, really proud of you, bud.
Yes, sir. Thank
Chris Springer, as his football team wins this game 28-24, it's the comeback Cats. My special thanks to Derek Hubble today. Under the weather, birthday boy. He got here anyway. Zach O'Kelly, great to have Zach back with us from UT Southern. Came up. I called him at 5:58 this morning. I said, I may need you. He said, he didn't hesitate. He got right up here. Shantae had to leave. She had a wedding to go to, but the entire group, and I would be remiss not to thank Paul, Chris, and Ben for their great job with Worthy Road Studios. For Coach Chris Springer, the happy final here. The Cats win at 28-24. We'll be back with you in a couple of weeks. Georgetown College, when they come in for homecoming, don't miss that. And a big thank you to the Cat Nation today. They turned out, even though it was fall break, we had a good crowd here today. Thank them for their support as well. For Chris Springer and the entire gang, God bless you. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'm Diamond Dave McCulley. So long.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports, Union University, Bethel College, and USJ. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier